Wake up, gamers, because you're listening to the Big Think Dimension with Noel Slamrocket and Bob Video Games.
I'm not trying to get rid of any things I've done in the past as I changed my name, except for all my review scores. You can't hold those to me anymore. I shrug off all responsibility.
Oh, I see.
Chris Wolfhart.
The divorce joke mines are empty.
And Dr. Aggro.
Bye, bitch.
Here on GigaBoots.
I don't even know why I'm trying to get rid of the track record of review scores I've given things. People are upset about scores I didn't give things.
Right, they don't even know. They're just upset.
They're like, I hate that she gave it a this. And I'm like, that's the fun part. I didn't.
In fact, none of us gave it that number. I'm not sure where you got that.
That actually has happened a few times, yeah. Where someone was like, you gave it this score, and I look at all 4 scores and go, no one gave it that score. I don't know why everyone's so surprised right now. They know we're friends with Goku, and that we're hanging out with our good friend Goku, who's really fucking pissed right now for some reason. He doesn't want
to play the Kinect game himself.
I wouldn't recommend that.
Is it because somebody drew his hair like that?
What are you talking about? It looks perfect. It's beautiful. Have they started releasing the super remastered, redone stuff yet?
I don't think so.
Okay, when is that supposed to happen? Did they say? Or did they just have a press event where they're like, I'm gonna shoot you? And then
I thought they said it was this year, but now I really don't know.
Okay. Super Saiyan 2 is supposed to look like that. I mean, kind of. It's this year. That's it. That's all we got.
Okay. I remembered correctly.
Okay. God, we got to talk about the Kinect game.
I mean, you could just do like interpretive dance.
That's
the
game would still not know what we were doing.
Yeah, is there really anything to say? It was a piece of shit that barely worked.
I mean,
what about the Kinect game?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's some specificity to it. Also, there are outlandish things where it's like, okay, do a bunch of punches really fast. Mild design problem. The latency on the Kinect is so high that by the time you see a meter to fill, your timer's a fourth up.
Yeah, no, it's already too late. You have to have been punching before the meter appeared.
Got to break out the Ip Man chain punch.
It won't. If you punch too fast, it doesn't know what you're doing.
Yes, part of my problem
What
during
a
that
terrible piece of technology.
Yes, the Kinect is a real fucking problem. Thank God
I can't wait to go through
Earth.
this. I can't wait to go through this again with the AI-driven consoles. There's a whole console that's that.
Could you imagine every game is AI-driven?
Well, luckily, it'll just be Xbox and nobody will care.
I mean, it's true. Like, chat, I found out today that Dispatch wasn't on Xbox.
Nobody plays games on Xbox except for Xbox fans who don't care what games they play. They just play on Game Pass.
Right. It's truly the little brother console. It's got Game Pass and a Series S. That's who it's for. So
and then your parents cancel the Series S because your little brother only plays Fortnite.
Uh-huh.
Or maybe not, as we'll go into later.
Or maybe not. So that moment keeps happening, though. What do you mean blank wasn't on Xbox? It was on everything. Why did no one even notice it wasn't on Xbox? I feel like I had that moment so many times over the last year.
Yeah, it doesn't even have those people who come out of the woodwork be like, we need to port this to Xbox anymore. Like, that's over.
No, it's over.
Nobody's
even
begging
they gave up. They don't even use their Xbox. Dragon Ball Z for Connect is made out of the corpse of, what was it, Ultimate Tenkaichi?
Yes, Ultimate Tenkaichi. A game was already really bad. It was probably the worst DBZ game of that gen before this came out.
Before they added Connect controls and made this out of its corpse. What was it? People were saying this is a Spike Chunsoft joint. Real quality fucking game. Has no idea what the latency on the Connect is. And then, like, okay, aggro. You agree punching really fast. That's a thing a kid would want to do if they were being a Goku, right?
Yeah.
Now, as a parent, that seems like whatever. Yeah, just throw a bunch of punches. That's fine. And there are some other things, like what if you crouched to dodge a hit? Wouldn't that be cool?
Okay.
You could throw your hands up and do a Kamehameha, but this is really shitty. So hold the charge stance of a Kamehameha for way too long to fill a meter so we know that's what you mean to do, and then throw your hands out. There's your Kamehameha. Here's where I start to have problems. There are gestures like literally do a spinning sidekick, but not fast enough that it can't figure out what you're doing. So imagine craning your foot above you and then parallel to the ground, kicking sideways, and then it just going, nah.
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 I mean, you don't want to sidekick too fast.
Yeah, that's something you want to go through low and slow or high and
If the
slow,
slow foot penetrates the shield.
There was also a dodge maneuver. There are multiple dodge maneuvers. Some of them are hilarious. But the one that got me, the one that actually stressed out my core from doing it this many times was, crouch forward, right? You just do a normal squat. They also have crouch backwards, which means lurching your back really far behind yourself quickly to dodge a hit, because it's always dodging a hit. And I'm like, I don't feel like that's a natural thing you want someone to get noticed that they have to do it in the next literal 2 seconds. Like, doing it as a motion, sure, whatever. You could be prepared for that. But they're like, oh, you're going to get kicked. And we disabled all 3 other ways to dodge. You must do this weird lean back thing fast.
You
Every
just have
time
to
I saw
all times
like
be
the
raised in
graphic
Matrix
for the crouch forward was so funny, where like your arm is extended out in front of you.
Oh, that's a different
So
crouch forward.
That's
It's
a
so
different
weird.
crouch forward.
Yeah,
it's so goofy looking.
It's the upside down V arm crouch forward, and I couldn't
that's
get it to
where
work
you do your
consistently.
dash move, I think.
Yeah. And then, dodging was like a weird dabbing.
That was the worst.
So, like, you are supposed to move your body to the right slightly and hold your hands to the left at specific angles, and then hopefully you would notice and then dodge. And you need to be spamming this a lot in order to dodge a bunch of attacks.
So this is an insane reference, but every time that stupid like lunge forward with your arm out thing came up, I could only think of the music video for Once in a Lifetime by the Talking Heads. Because it has the guy doing fucking this.
1 second. Which
Oh my God.
This Yeah, no, that was one of the stances it needed us to hold so we could register it. Let me.
Noel's gonna show it, but it's the one that people always Photoshop into Energy Sword Sunday and just put a bunch of Halo energy swords in their hands.
I actually had not seen that edit before. That's really good. Anyways, this is what we're talking about. The one leg forward, one arm forward. And it literally wanted us to hold that position to begin doing a super move. And of course, it's dog shit. The Kinect camera is 15 or 20 frames per second.
To be clear, that is the pose I make right before I just run up on somebody.
Wow.
Like, that's how you do it.
Do this to Kaioken. Yeah, I believe it was Kaioken. Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. There was one move that never even started to detect. Like, it was literally impossible. I think it was Masenko or something.
Yeah, you were supposed to put the fingers to your forehead, and I got it to work once or twice. And that was it. past that, it just stopped. Like, I didn't see you pull it off once.
Uh-huh.
But that one literally worked, I think, maybe twice for me. Dabbing worked some of the time. It was
Not
really
enough
finicky.
because that's how you dodge.
Because that's how you dodge. Here's my theory. This is probably a bottom 10 Kinect game, if not the worst. Because we booted up another Kinect game to see how it went. I feel if there's competition for this, it's going to be that terrible Steel Battalion game. Because
Probably is really bad.
Yeah, I can't imagine this, but now it's a giant slow mech on purpose. That just seems like it would complicate things even further and add to even more problems.
I don't know for sure, but I think that one's going to be trying to detect our hands on mech control stuff.
So we're going to be feeling around in a 3D space to try to move our arm correctly to the...
The fake levers in the air. It's probably really bad.
Yeah, it's probably really, really fucking bad. I feel like we might have to go all the way back to the Famicom to get a Dragon Ball game as bad as 4 Kinect.
Yeah.
Also, it really pisses me off. I don't know how Aggro feels about this, but the title of this game is Dragon Ball Z: 4 Kinect.
Oh. Oh, that's gross.
Yeah, I don't like the subtitle being 4 blank.
I mean, that's fine. Just if you're going to do that, don't put a colon in it.
Yeah, exactly. The colon ruins it.
Like, if the title of the game is Dragon Ball Z for Kinect, it's like, okay, that's fine. But it's not. It's Dragon Ball Z : thus the subtitle is just the phrase for Kinect. That sucks. That sucks really bad.
I mean, what was wrong with Dragon Ball Heroes on the Kinect?
Yeah. Why didn't we go with that?
Dragon Ball Kinect Heroes.
Dragon Ball All Stars on the Kinect. Yeah. See, Super Smash Bros. 4 Wii U, 1, there's no colon as far as I know. And 2, it was a pun because it was Smash Bros. 4.
It's very smart.
It's very clever. It's very clever. Blueprints. The Dragon Ball Z for Kinect was absolutely miserable at the maximum value it could have been.
I think that the most egregious part was the last battle, or the second to last battle, was an insane difficulty spike. We actually had to turn it to easy mode to even potentially beat it. It felt literally impossible on normal difficulty.
SNK ass motherfucking boss.
Yeah.
Just out here to
like
wreck our
Nightmare
shit.
Geese just appears.
In a game where we can't even like dodge or move responsibly.
No, you can't even. Every fight has a set character you're playing as a course.
Yeah.
But that also means each character only has 2 special moves. So you have whatever special moves they've decided you should have for that fight. And a lot of times that means you don't even get to do a Kamehameha. You have to do some other action that's way less hard, way less easy to actually get it to connect with.
And of course, you have a massive energy bar, a key bar that fills very, 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 very slowly. And you only get to do one of those special moves at the half point, and it does shit for damage. Or maybe it's viable, but good luck pulling it off. So sometimes you'll just get locked out of the good option because it won't register the goddamn move.
Yeah.
Ugh. Anyway, that was Dragon Ball Z for Kinect. Our first Kinect game we've beaten on a stream. And I honestly, probably one of the worst Kinect games. But we'll see as we inevitably have to do more of these.
Yeah, I worry the Kinect is a dark pit, and we don't yet know how deep it goes.
We did play that oh man, what was it called?
Kinect Rush, I believe. Disney something.
Yeah,
but that's
Kinect
a highly
Rush,
rated
Disney.
Kinect games. That's supposed to be one of the best.
I was just going to move on to talking about it.
Okay.
Kinect Rush, Disney. No, of course that is nowhere near as fucking bad. And obviously it's a very expensive game. But anyways, Kinect Rush, a Disney/Pixar adventure, because they had just acquired Pixar, I'm pretty sure. That's how
I don't
old
think
this
so,
fucking
but-
thing is. No, they didn't. Oh, you didn't know they were independent for a bit.
Oh, yeah, but I
Yeah.
thought that was way before this happened.
Was it? I'm trying to think. When was this? Was this 2010 or 2012? Anyway, let's talk about the fucking video game.
Sure.
You know Split Fiction? Imagine you played a game like Split Fiction, but you had to use fucking Kinect to move your goddamn character around.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's a nice looking game, but man, all of the areas are very derivative. Like they're all just walk down a hallway, grab the thing. The world looks like the cars or other worlds. Now I'm just thinking about the Incredibles girl. I don't know her name, the daughter from Incredibles, and how
Violet?
yes, she was sort of on model. She's sort of look correct, but yes, Miss Incredible Junior, you got it. Yeah, they do a fairly good job of for the Xbox 360, especially through a Kinect game, rendering these things and doing fan service and making it look like the thing is supposed to look like. But all of the worlds are. There's a few mini games that you do, like, oh, we're going to skydive for a minute, or oh, we're going to do this for a minute. But most of it is just instead of having a controller to push a stick forward, you have to move your arms in place to make your character move, and then angle your shoulders to decide whether to go left or right or straight. It's a vastly better experience than Dragon Ball Z for Kinect, but it's still just a game you play and you go, wow, this would have been way fucking better on a controller. Good job.
Yeah, there's just the point where you just get kind of tired of it. Like, there's so little they can do with the controls, and everything becomes just enough of a chore to be like, okay, yeah, just let me use a controller. Like, okay, I don't want to actually have to jump every time I'm near something to get on top of it.
Microsoft really saw all the waggle memes. Like, what if you waggled your body?
Oh yeah, they were horrified
Yeah.
of the Wii, like absolutely
And
terrified.
then they sold like 25 million Kinects and it shattered their minds, and that is what caused the Xbox One.
Mhm.
It's true. And then they never recovered because no one published good games or fostered studios in order to recover from that moment.
That was crazy. It's like, yeah, we're like, everybody loved the Kinect. It turns out to be like, none of the people who loved the Kinect loved it after they used it.
Right.
Yup.
Have you considered asking how they still feel about said thing? Hey, Bob.
Hey,
If we let my comments stand, it'll drive engagement in the comment section about Pixar and when they were acquired. So we shouldn't address
so don't
it.
even mention
We
it.
shouldn't address it. Would
Like, I've looked it up, but I won't say it now.
Would a podcaster really say something factually inaccurate? No, there got to be laws against that, right? Right. Jesus. Yeah. Again, there was nothing you gained from Kinect Rush, a Disney Pixar adventure, being on the Kinect. Like, a controller would have allowed you to enjoy those worlds more as you got to turn the camera to look at stuff and move in the exact direction you want to and jump by hitting the A button instead of jumping where you are.
And you could even, I don't know, play with a friend in the room without it going insane.
It was funny anytime I would walk in front of you, and sometimes I feel like it did it before I walked behind you. It would just pause the game and be like, wait, that's too many Gokus.
Yeah, you can't. What are you doing? 2 people in the room? Get out of here with that.
Get out!
This game does not support the multi-form technique.
Bob, the creature you made. The creature you made in Kinect Rush was so unsettling.
I didn't make it. I want to make that clear. It scanned my face and it made it. That's not on me.
Bob, at that point, that's like saying that no one ever really made a video using Sora.
That
And
can be
obviously
said,
that's-
yes. A lot of people put text in a box.
Oh.
They did not make a video.
Is that not the same thing? I don't understand what it means to even create art. Oops. I'm just going to show this creature before we end because I love how horrible it is. It's absolutely terrible. See, Bob had the hat on, right?
Mm-hmm.
One sec. Let me save that in a weird spot. Okay. So it turned the hat into hair. I don't know, Bob. This seems great. We should like find a way to rip the model and then you could use it as a 3D VTuber.
Yeah, it's so good.
Why don't you just call him a slur?
I think it's so funny. The Kinect camera is so bad. It has you choose your own eye color because, like, I can't possibly see that.
No, there's like no way it could possibly figure it out.
It's so fucked up that this looks like total shit, but still looks better than meta avatars.
Yeah.
Isn't that
Yes,
the
I thought
girl's
about that,
mom from Inside Out?
I've never seen Inside Out.
I only watched the
I definitely feel like I have seen some sort of meme of a Pixar movie with a character making that exact face.
I've only seen the superior Japanese version called Inside Head. God, I love the Japanese names for fucking movies like John Wick 4, Consequences.
Yeah, that Pixar mom is, huh?
Did you just Google Pixar mom? Is that all you Googled?
No, I googled Inside Out mom,
Oh, okay.
and I'm really lucky that this is what it gave me. Now that I think about it,
Yeah.
Yes, you are. Why wouldn't I want to save an image to my pictures folder just named latest.jpg or whatever? Don't talk to me or my son ever again.
It's funny that the way the Kinect works, that pose that my avatar is doing is how every avatar looks. Like, that's how they move.
The funniest thing is you could see the pose. Let me reset the transform here. You could see. I don't know, Bob. You are kind of. You are almost in that exact pose, but it can't crane your head over. So.
Uh-huh.
What a stream, man. The Kinect was definitely a smart thing that people with any fucking clue would have hinged the entire bet. They would have bet the entire brand name on for the very next system, making it way more expensive than it needed to be and taking up a ton of the system resources. Geniuses. Absolute geniuses at Xbox. Hey, Bob, we played another video game.
We did. It was a very important video game. Another very important Xbox release.
God, it was.
In the final...
Both play and game are doing a lot of lifting in that sentence.
We played Recore, as I've written it here, Definitive Edition. I contracted definitive to be shorter.
Good. Most people aren't brave enough to do that.
This is the last concept game. This is Keiji Inafune's last big chance. This came out...
His magnum opus.
Yes, his magnum opus. This came out, I believe, 3 months after Mighty Number 9. And after, I believe, Azure Striker Gunvolt 2. But 3 also had Keiji listed it as an executive producer and action supervisor, which is what he's put on all 3 of them. But this was it. The fate of the future of concept was really pinned on this game. This was an Xbox exclusive. It was made by Metroid Prime developers over at Armature, founded by former Retro staff. It had Asobo Studio helping with development, and the game shipped nowhere near done as they didn't put the final mech type in the game, which meant a whole environmental surface type wasn't traversable at all. And so the game is desert, 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 final tower. And then you go to this post-launch definitive edition update area, and it's like desert nighttime looks different at all. And I'm like, fuck you, dude. You couldn't do anything even this level of different looking in the actual game.
No. Don't ask me about it.
That came out almost a year after launch. This was Xbox's 2016 game, up there with their other important 2016 games. You know what came out on the PlayStation 4 in 2016? Uncharted 4.
Oh. That's a little bit higher quality.
Yeah, there's a little bit. I want to see Xbox One exclusives for 2016 because I want to know, right? I want to know what is the core deal happening. Hey, Quantum Break's that year. Man, Quantum Break probably is the best game they shipped as an exclusive that year.
Oh, probably.
Oh, this is hilarious. This list is clearly wrong because it's listing shit that didn't ship but was supposed to.
Oh.
Uh-huh. So we've got things. Gigantic is listed as one of them. Is this even exclusives? I thought Gigantic was multi-plat.
Yeah, I played that on PC and.
I wonder if at some point it was supposed to be Xbox exclusive. Maybe it's console exclusive for Xbox. But
Maybe.
Halo Wars 2, Crackdown 3 allegedly. That didn't
no
fucking
way.
happen. VCore, Sea of Thieves. I don't actually know the launch date for Sea of Thieves, to be honest. Oh my God, this is dire out here. This is really dire. This can't be the full list.
Yeah, Crackdown 3 didn't actually come out to 2019.
Yeah, that took many more years to come out. This article is so clearly like it was written the year before.
Man, and then Sea of Thieves, like you can argue that maybe you like Sea of Thieves now.
Uh-huh.
That is not what launched.
No, not that game changed immensely. I think every person in the world who played the launch version was like, there's barely anything in it.
Oh, it didn't even actually launch until 2018.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought 2016 was way too early.
Yeah, no, it was.
So what the hell came out on Xbox in 2016?
Probably nothing.
Quantum Break, maybe? Yes, Quantum Break did in fact come out that year. Gears of War 4, I believe. Let's see. Yep, 2016. And Ori? Seemingly, yeah. So there you go. There's your big stuff on Xbox. Oh, and Recore, of course.
Of course, you can't forget Recore.
You can't forget Recore. This game is really funny because they want to pitch it as this. It's the Metroid Prime people, and they're making a game with Keiji Inafune. It's going to be like Mega Man Legends. Like, this is what was said about the game leading up to launch. Mm-hmm. This is a giant open desert that is no shit Satan's trick, because they turned what should be a thing I want, a giant traversable world where you platform in order to get jiggies, into dog shit, fake light level garbage, third person shooter with bad movement mechanics, but still get all the jiggies. And it's so bad, they know you would never find the jiggies without having them pop up on the fucking map. So anytime you enter an area, if you get close enough, it just puts them on your map, because it's the only way you're going to ever beat this game. Which, wouldn't it be funny if that wasn't even there at launch?
That feels extremely possible.
Another thing about this game that I find completely hilarious is we often rightfully criticize Western studios when it comes to making action games and things of it being Simon. It's the color code assignment of like, oh, the enemy's only hurtable with blank. They made 4 shot types in this game. You ready for this, aggro? I'm going to tell you the differences. They're different colors. And if you do a charge shot with each, it might have a status effect. So one of them's like an ice thing, another one's a fire thing. God, I don't even know. I guess electric was the yellow.
I guess.
Yeah. It really was a non-issue, and this is the full combat depth for a gigantic video game. It took us 12 hours to beat. And an enemy will be red, so you need to switch to red to hurt them. So your D-pad is doing that, and that's the full complexity of the game right there, basically. There's equipment. And you can upgrade the... Okay. I know that of all the things wrong with this game, this shouldn't matter. But it really is just the final fucking nail in the coffin of like, what the fuck are you doing? So
I think this is legit one of the worst things in the game, honestly.
Okay. I hope you are on the same page as me, because for me, yes, this was the moment where I just got really upset at them. And I'm like, you have no idea. Aggro, you start the game with a robot dog.
Cool.
Yes, its name is Mac.
Mac, okay.
Yes. Later you realize... Actually, no, it's just the orb. So none of these things have a personality or a behavior to them. And so you just have 3 colored orbs that are named different names, and you shove them in the mechs, and you can only carry 2 at a time. And these are traversal ability locked things. So you could just walk up to a thing and it's like, oh, you can't get through this because you don't have the crawly, like, leggy one. You can't get through this because you need the rock breaker. Oh, right. What was the name of that?
Kazooie alone, please.
It doesn't have a name because the name just goes with the orb. And I'm like,
okay, so how do you go get the third orb?
You have to go to a fast travel point. Oh my God. Okay, so if you're lucky enough to have set up the 3 orbs in the correct mech bodies,
yeah, because there are 5 mech bodies and 3 orbs because they're stupid.
And you can only carry 2 of them at a time. So if you were lucky enough to put the 3 orbs in the correct mech bodies in order to get through the traversal thing, you go to the fast travel point and you go, I need these 2. And this menu is the dumbest menu you've ever seen in your life, okay? It's not, you have 2 slots, set the mechs. It is, this is a dialogue option with 4 options.
Yes.
What
you
the
must
fuck?
That is something that is purely in the most unfinished games ever made, where it's like, we couldn't make a menu for this core aspect. I think that's in one of the Mass Effects, where it's like, no, I think it's in KOTOR 1, where it's like, we couldn't make a menu for this dialogue option.
Yeah. And in this, it really truly reads as that. Okay. I wanna stress, these are sentences. They're not like segmented menu choices you choose 1 of 4 of. These are sentences of like, I choose Mac and blank, and they show the shapes of the bodies and the dialogue options.
Oh, yeah. No, it's insane.
It like in Mass Effect 1, they clearly didn't have time to make like a UI or a menu anything for the fast travel around the main hub. So you converse through it with dialogue options. It's like, hi, I'm the fast travel UI. Where do you want to go?
Jesus.
So if you're not lucky enough to have set up the correct or any core into the correct body, you have to fast travel back to your home ship. And then from there, you can choose which orb goes in which body. And then separately, you could do that dialogue again in order to select which 2 you will bring with you. Also, for the people at home who didn't get to see the stream, and for the people who didn't hear us say it during the stream because they didn't catch the right part, this was supposed to be a huge project using Unity. This was like a poster child at Unity for our engine's a real engine can make big boy games.
Mm-hmm.
This is like the biggest Unity game at the time. They were very proud of this. It runs at ass frames per second on Xbox One. We were playing it on a Series X, so we got to run it at 4K 60. But originally, it ran at 720p 20.
God.
Because it's Unity, and that CPU on those consoles were bad. You know, for a bit there, I was like, why didn't they bring this to anything else? Why didn't Microsoft release this on other consoles? Oh, right, they used to have exclusives. Man, what a different era. They used to like make a game and it would be a reason anyone would buy their console.
Yeah.
Weird that
they used to understand things at all.
Weird the moment they stopped doing that, everyone stopped buying their console. Game journalists will never connect these dots before they die.
No. It would break their brain because they play on a PC. So why does it matter what the console is?
Right.
I don't get it.
I don't want the console to have a
It's
game
just
that would make
anti-consumer
me...
to do anything else.
It's anti-consumer to have a reason for me to buy your thing.
Yes.
Okay.
That's how anti-consumer works.
That's what that word means.
I
You
can
nailed
say
it.
about whatever I want.
You know, it's funny because to some extent, like a core reason I've been a defender of console exclusives because I don't fucking care. Like, at the end of the day, I have a PS5 because when I boot a UE5 game, it boots and runs. Like, at the end of the day, a PlayStation's a pretty good place to play a game because you will have a basic understanding of it will run it all. Whereas my PC is a mystery box and a nightmare, and
especially now, like it goes in waves. It's like sine wavy, but this is definitely the absolute worst time probably to be a PC gamer.
Yes.
Like we're even back to like mid 7th gen where PC ports were a dice roll, and they really weren't through like 8th gen.
Mm-hmm.
Like maybe if some really niche Japanese companies like we can do PC ports too, that was something to be wary of. But you didn't have to worry about like major releases, and now I feel like you do again.
Oh yeah, 100%. I mean, I basically swore off AAA gaming on PC with Doom Eternal because Doom Eternal said, "Hey, in order to work properly, I'm going to need you to update your drivers." And then I did and broke all my studio software. And I was like, "Oh, I need that for running the channel and everything else. I guess I'll never do this again." And I think since then, Alan Wake 2 was the only game I bought and trusted enough. But yeah, this stuff, there's such inherent problems with PC as a platform for what they're trying to design games to do right now that it's probably the worst it's been in a very, very, very long time.
Yeah, shader compilation stutter is a thing only this gen.
Yeah, it's wild. It's wild. That's true. I did buy Resident Evil 4 Remake because, as far as I know, when it came to optimization with that game, the number one problem was the memory leak, which wasn't a problem for me because I had 24 gigs of VRAM. Everyone else was talking about the game crashing. It never crashed on me because I have a 24 gigabyte bucket to fill, which is like it working fine. As it turns out, if you have a 4090, you should never talk about whether or not a game is like super optimized.
No,
like it runs
how would you know?
It runs great on my machine. What do you have? I have a $1,600 graphics card. Oh. Anyway, given how good the PS5 Pro looks with the Pisser 2 update, I think it's fucking scary, the concept of Sony releasing a PS6 period, right? Because it's just like, already we have this massive disparity between the PS5 and PC when it comes to what will be problematic to run just because the PS5 has so much VRAM. You're telling me you're going to increase that even further and then also raise the bar on what the expected performance standard is? It's just kind of nuts. Because I think the best way to talk about it is like, there will probably be about the same amount of VRAM. I haven't memorized the specs because everything's up in the air and I don't care enough. I'm a different person now. People can change. I imagine there's just as much VRAM in the PS6 as there is in my fucking GPU. And when you think about that, it's like, I don't think we're going to march towards the PS6 being like as popular as the PS5. The same, like, you know how the PS5 sold on track better than the PS4?
Right, and it had so many different buffs that got it there, but yeah, that happening again seems unlikely.
I think it's unlikely because I think the PS6 will cost more.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably going to cost, like with how much the PS5 Pro costs. Maybe if it's pushed all the way back to like 2030 and not increased in power, it might be a little bit more affordable, but it's going to be like $800 probably.
Yeah, because it sounds like the die size is the same as the PS5 Pro. So the silicon itself is going to be expensive for the APU for anyone who's not. Anyway, but then it has more RAM and stuff, so they're going to have to pay more for that. Even if the RAM prices go back to normal, that means the bill of materials is higher than the PS5 Pro, which means if they give it to us at the same price as the PS5 Pro, we're getting a deal.
What a deal.
Yeah, I don't foresee a world where that becomes the expected norm for performance anytime soon. but it's still just absurd to be like, okay, to boil it down into one sentence. It's weird to imagine a world where possibly by the end of next year, there will be as much VRAM in the console as, like, there are only, 2 GPUs in the world that have that much. That's weird, given the GPUs cost $2,000. You know, MSRP. And being realistic, they cost way fucking more than that. But that's weird. Then the next year they'll announce a PS6 Pro. No, I think how the PS5 Pro went may have taught Sony something about mid-gen refreshes in the declining Moore's Law era. And if anything, I think Sony internally might be able to write it off a little as, well, we got to figure out how to do, you know, the TAA hardware shit, right? They got that ready in time for the prime time, which is the PS6. I don't think there's any world where we get a PS6 Pro. Even 4 years after launch. It would have to be way, way later and be less about here's the mid-gen refresh and more about we're done doing generations because Moore's Law is so fucking dead, you guys.
I can't. Could you imagine they launched the PS6 and didn't have the TAA solution figured out?
Yes, I can because I bought a PS5 Pro, so I'm very good at visualizing that.
Right. It's like, what a nightmare.
Oh, by the way,
I think at some point they had to realize that only total rubes were going to buy the PS5 Pro. Like, there's no way at some point they were like, this thing's so fucking expensive.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
I really want to know how many of these they've sold. Because it has to be way worse than the PS4 Pro. That actually had benefits.
Oh, yeah.
And wasn't exorbitantly more expensive than the PS4.
No, it was the same price the PS4 launched at because they brought down the price of the PS4 launch and then this slotted in at the same price, I'm pretty sure. So $400 for PS4 Pro, $300 for PS4 normal. Fast forward to now, PS5 launched at $500, went up. PS5 Pro $750 or something. Christ. Anyway, I don't know how the fuck we got on this topic, but apparently the latest update, the latest firmware update or patch version of Silent Hill 2 does let you use the new pisser on it, Bob.
Okay, great.
Problem. Only in quality mode because they patched the performance mode to not use pisser. So,
wow,
30 frames per second and it doesn't look as shit. Wow, fucking awesome. Thanks everyone involved. Bob.
Yeah.
You know what my favorite moment with Recore was?
What's that?
When I realized how disgusting the game was on a gameplay balance scale. When we're in the most nightmarish battle gauntlet you can imagine. Aggro! Recore is about you being on a desolate planet where the terraformers did not work. You woke up from cryosleep. You need to figure out what's wrong and fix it.
Okay, that sounds cool.
That's the whole plot, basically. Like, there's nothing else I can tell you that will build on that or do anything with it.
That's neat.
There are like 4 or 5 deserts in the game. They all kind of look the same. They all basically are identical. And in those areas, you go and get these MacGuffins and things. And then you get to the end of the game. The end of the game is like, oh, you need 20 of the progress item to get in here. You do one boss fight, and it immediately goes, you need 25 for the next door. And aggro? There are 5 floors of this. You need 40 before you could just beat the game. I saw this in a strategy guide because it gives you the broad strokes, right? Of how much was required. And the blood left my face as I'm like, what do you mean we get to the end of the game and they just go, fuck you, give me 40 of these goddamn MacGuffins?
God, this game, because we're talking about this part, it is so clearly incomplete in every single way. Basically, all cutscenes stop. And it's like, go get 40 of the things.
That's bad.
Yeah, there's no story.
That is not something your first party game should ever come in at.
No.
It's the absolute epitome of everything we talk about Xbox these days, like Hi-Fi Rush and all these other games that reference having some giant missed part. That is the entire game, it feels like.
And this was 2016. This is Phil. This is pre-Sarah Bond, I'm pretty sure. I don't know why I'd bring that up. It's almost like I have to point out when Sarah Bond isn't responsible for everything that went wrong at Xbox. Anyway, so yeah, you get there, you do the first floor of the tower, and then it goes, yeah, I'm going to need 1 billion currency from you. And the only thing that happens from then until the hours later in the game where you can finally do the final fight and roll credits is you hear voiceover from the AI guy you destroyed on the first floor being like, I'm not going to let you get here. I'm going to stop you. Fuck you, kid. Everyone's dead. You're not going to do anything. And then you get there and he goes, this was my plan.
Shut up, Silex.
You to get... It did have mad Silex vibes. But here's my favorite part of the game. So we start doing an insane amount of combat rooms. And I mean a disgusting amount of combat rooms. They start doing platforming challenges and super combat rooms. Like non-stop. That's all the 5 whole floors are, basically.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they're all in budget dimension. It's just generic, like floating platforms in space.
It literally is the definition of the budget dimension. It would have been up there with Astral Chain. I love this. So in engaging with these insane combat rooms, they're like, there's radiation, you're constantly getting damaged. These enemies have like a whole shield you have to break before you can damage them at all. It's like a stagger gauge almost, and all these other mechanics to it. I realize this is the most defensive video game of all time, because if you do 10 charge shots and just don't get hit in between them, it lets you instantly kill any enemy. And that's the game now. The game at the high level play is just jump and dodge these attacks and just do fully charged buster shots. And when you do that, you can click R3 and instantly kill any opponent, no matter how strong. And that's when I realized at no level was this game thought through. Every aspect of it doesn't seem exclusively to be, we didn't get time to finish. Every aspect of it seems confusingly not fully thought through in advance. And some of it also seems like the dialogue tree for the mech selection. Sure, that's obviously a post hoc solution because they couldn't get Unity to do the thing they wanted to in a way that would have worked for them. But there's still the fact you could only carry 2 mechs to begin with. And all these other things about it. And on the entire gameplay balance where I'm just like, what the fuck are you doing? What?
It's honestly just upsetting to even pretend like to have a combo meter in this game where you do not have different moves. You have shoot gun and charge and shoot gun.
Yeah.
Like, that's not a combo. That's shooting the guy.
Yeah. Set combo, dude.
Yeah. And it's not even like aiming. It's auto lock. Like you hold the lock on button and you're shooting the guy.
Yeah. Because it's trying to go for a Legends lock on thing, but it's not quite the same.
Whereas so you don't get to like have the idea of like, oh, I could see like maybe make a combo by shooting a guy in the head, shoot a guy in his leg, something like that.
Right.
No, there's nothing like that. It's hold button. Good combo.
Yeah, I think did they compare this to Mega Man Legends? Was that like an?
I swear
that
to
is,
God,
it's nothing like it in any way. Except you're salvaging parts, I guess. That's what makes some 2 games the same.
They're robots.
Not aesthetics or gameplay or tone or setting or world building. It's win dig thing from ground. Well, Minecraft and Mega Man Legends, same genre of game. Same thing.
You see, Mega Man
closer
Legends,
than Recore.
Mega Man Legends was like, it's a world of endless water, and this one was like, it's a world of endless sand.
Well, one of these feels really adventurous and like there's mystery in what you could find out there. Like who knows what civilizations or islands you could find. One is a graveyard.
Yeah.
How fitting for Xbox.
This game, weirdly, for people who don't remember, it shipped at $40. This is a $40 video
At least they
game.
knew.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's real crazy that this is how this went. As it turns out, people never should have trusted Keiji Inafune. After Yaiba, Ninja Gaiden Z, and Red Ash, and Mighty Number 9, and this. It's sad because like a lot of people who liked Keiji Inafune, even as recently as like last year, just didn't really know his work.
No.
They're just like, that's Papa Mega Man. That's it. That's all it was. Which, as a huge Mega Man fan, I never really had that like once you got to Mighty Number 9. That's true, and Lost Planet 3. Yeah, that man, Keiji's influence on 7th Gen Capcom is so fucking wild.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel it too. It's like pervasive.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But yeah. I'm glad we played ReCore. I think it's really important that we're getting more exposure to Xbox One games that were like, they're big, important games, right? Like, because we've done Gears 4, Gears 5, this, and, you know, of course, we've played Halo 5, which is somehow the only Xbox One Halo game.
Wow.
Yeah, because Infinite ships on both, technically.
Huh.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Well, it was just a tiny short gen, right? That wasn't that long.
You could notice the immediate impact having a whole generation of like, oh, the Xbox original gets 2 Halo games, and then the 360 gets, 3 Halo games, and then the Xbox One gets 1 exclusive Halo game.
Yup.
What do you think that means? Probably nothing. It's probably just coincidental data that has no correlation to success at all. The Master Chief Collection was Xbox One, and oh boy, was that a generation-long effort.
That they then were like, we can't sell it for 5 times for $70 each, so we won't ever port it to these other consoles. We'll just remake them as dog shit versions in Unreal Engine 5.
They don't even have multiplayer. This is what people want.
They're gonna ship that shit for $70. It's gonna run terribly. It's gonna look like shit. PlayStation people are gonna buy it and go, "Oh, guess Halo was always bad," and then the franchise will be dead.
Aggro, can you have the dignity to not laugh when he describes you in the third person, please?
Right?
I mean, that is what I was gonna do.
They'll be sincere though.
We all know.
will be saying it shittily. He'll be like, "Guess Halo was always bad, and I missed nothing for not caring about it."
He can sincerely, shittily say that.
I am pretty sincerely shitty.
And then it'll be like, "Well, you gonna say that for Gears of War?" And Hacker will be like, "No, who gives a fuck about Gears of War?"
What even is that?
Well, that came out on PlayStation and nobody talked about it. I'm willing to bet there's somebody in the chat right now who isn't aware Gears of War 1 Remake came out on PlayStation 5 last August.
Yep. It always happens. Yeah. This always happens where I'm like, no, they remastered Gears and no one cared.
Like, I remember it coming out and going, oh, that's like, I'm going to wait to hear how that runs before I look into it. And then nobody ever said anything about it, and I forgot about it.
Microsoft literally didn't give anyone a code, as far as I know.
It's kind of crazy they even did just the one game. They just thought they could get away with that. It's like, dude, just put out a trilogy.
Even weirder.
No, you can't sell that 3 times.
Yeah, isn't that crazy that they wouldn't even remaster 2?
Right. Like, at least get to 2.
The weird thing about that, for people who don't know, is Gears 1 is originally an Unreal Engine 3 game. And Gears 1 Remade, which I forget the original name of that, Ultimate Edition or something, is an Unreal Engine 4 game, if I remember correctly. But this is an Unreal Engine 5 version of that. So
it looks worse.
So that way they could deploy it on PS5 at all, I think, was the deal. There's something insane like that. So it's got some weird differences that just don't look objectively better. And I'm like, you did it twice. You did it twice. How did you do it twice? Yes, that's what you're hearing. You should brace yourself for a Gears 1 remake featuring DLSS 5. When is Microsoft gonna like melt down so much as a company that they just start making deals with Nvidia to do RTX remix versions of their classic IPs?
Jesus.
Oh man, that's so funny. What colossal fuck ups. Anyway, Bob, aside from Loco Cycle and Crimson Dragon, what are other Xbox One games? I would have said Project Spark, but they fucking killed it and buried it, so I can't. Do you think we should check out at some point?
Hmm.
You're like, nope, that's it.
You want to know?
all.
Okay, let's play a fun game.
Okay.
How many pages on Wikipedia are in the category Xbox One only games?
Okay, so
Okay.
each page is a game, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna say 47. Bob?
I was gonna go with 50, but I don't want to be that close.
No, it's
I'll
good.
go
Go
ahead
ahead.
and I'll go with 60.
Aggro.
61.
17.
Whoa! I thought I was being rough at 47. Holy shit!
And a lot of them don't even have their own Wikipedia page.
Oh my god. We have no
I
idea
didn't
what
know that
happened to
Halo
Microsoft.
5 never escaped Xbox. Like, it's not on
Yeah.
PC.
I'm
Right,
still
that's
pi-
crazy.
I'm
Good.
still pissed at them
That's
for
where
that.
they should hide it.
No, I like 5 more than 4. I think 5 should be available on anything else ever. They should have done
But
the
they
Master
are-
Chief Collection so it could escape. Because let's be real, no one's buying Halo 5 a la carte.
But let's see, they are Action News Heroes. I don't know what the fuck that is.
I've never heard of
Air
that.
Guitar Warrior. I don't know what that is.
I sadly know what that is.
Azido Cross Tatsunoko Legends. I don't know what that is.
What?
The video game adaptation of Ben-Hur,
Holy shit, what?
What?
of the 2016 Ben-Hur.
What?
Wow.
What?
Crimson
Wait,
Dragon.
They remade Ben-Hur and then made a video game?
Yeah.
Yes.
They remade
I didn't know.
Ben-Hur?
Meanwhile,
Oh, it was
I
a
didn't know
free
about the video.
promotional game, so it was on the level of like that Yaris car shit.
Oh
Wow.
my god, that's amazing.
Crimson Dragon,
Oh,
Dance Central Spotlight, Fighter Within, Forza Motorsport 5,
wait.
Fru,
Fru?
a 2D platformer where you're some girl in a fox mask,
All right.
Halo 5, Connect Sports Rivals, Corgan. I don't know what that is.
I-
A Smashing Pumpkins game?
I assume-
Power Star Golf, Rare Replay,
Oh, come on.
Shape Up, which was their Fitness Connect game,
Uh-huh.
Yeah, a lot of these are just Connect games.
Yeah, a lot of these
60-second Shooter Prime, another thing that I don't know,
are. Okay.
and Xbox Fitness. So it's basically all Connect games.
17 games and 2 of them are fitness games specifically?
Uh-huh.
That's not good. Oh my god. You know what this means?
What's that?
The Meta Quest 3 has more meaningful exclusives than the Xbox One.
Oof. Ugh.
Because they have a dope-ass Batman game and also a Deadpool game and a number of other like actual exclusives that you've never heard of. That's fucking crazy.
PS5 is a little bit light because they ported so many of their later PS5, like their later PS4 big games to PC, but it still has a lot of real games on it, like Bloodborne.
Yeah.
Okay, you mean PS4.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
meant
PS4.
Yeah, it's true. And I guess just to be clear, the Quest 3 and Quest 2, I think, can play this as well, has an exclusive version of Resident Evil 4 VR. Like, that's made from the ground up for VR. It's a completely different experience from the PS5 VR mode. So, like, that's fucking wild. You were one of the big 3 in gaming, and this was the best you could do.
Okay, I saw 2 games that we should play from the Xbox One library.
Okay.
D4
Yes, Dark Dreams Don't Die.
and Dead Rising 3. Those are the 2 left that I feel are iconic.
And both are on PC.
I have
Well,
to
yeah,
go.
of course.
Man, you could do D4 after this stream. It's after this podcast. It's 90 minutes long.
Jesus.
Because it was meant to be episodic, but it got canceled after episode 2.
Oh, right.
So it just stops. And really, it got canceled after episode 1 because the first thing is just like an opening intro segment.
Oh my god.
Like nothing. Like it's over.
You know, I'm seeing someone in chat say Resogun is still stuck on PS4. No, that's the beautiful part. It's also on Vita and PS3. Oh, did you mean escape to better platforms? No, it go down. Resogun end up in even worse place.
Yeah, at least that still
frames?
plays on
Don't be
modern stuff
greedy.
with PS5 and stuff. It's just never made it to PC.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Resogun's really good. I would appreciate it if that, I bring that shit to the Switch. Good luck.
Mm-hmm.
The Switch 2 could run it. The Switch 2 could do fine. Switch 1, it doesn't have the compute shaders in order to. It doesn't have enough compute shading power in order to do the voxel physics for cubes. This is important. But Switch 2's here. But yeah, D4, 90-minute stream, very good. And then they reference D4 and Deadly Premonition 2. Wow. I'm never playing Deadly Premonition 2.
No.
Anyway, I'm glad we beat Recore. It is important that someone be able to speak with knowledge on that game anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
But let's talk about it. That name sucks. Aggro, I fucking hate that name. Recore? Recore. I hate it. To do a thing more than once. Core. A fucking noun. Unless we're coring things, but I don't think that qualifies for what we were doing. Bob, do you feel like those mechs we pulled the core out of were just like coring apples? I don't know.
I don't think so.
I don't think that
maybe-
name's good. I think that
Maybe
name's
we're reactivating the course.
I think its name being that bad is a part of the reason it disappears from people's fucking brains. Anyway, Bob,
Yeah.
I don't know what this image is, and it scares me. The file is named Wuchi the Wayfarer Revealed Nexon, the First Descendant.
Okay. Okay.
I'm gonna go ahead and get rid of that image now. Okay, bye. Hey, Goku. I have a lot of images. Hey, Bob.
Hey,
Did you
what's
have
up?
anything else you wanted to say about Recore other than the soundtrack sucked?
No, God. Everything in that game sucked. I can't imagine actually trying to beat that game with it running at 20 frames per second. That seems impossible.
I find it highly unlikely that a lot of people did this.
Yeah. No, every time we got a new achievement, it was like less and less percent of people actually played it and
It
got
was
that achievement.
It was really fun from that angle. But anyways, that's it. We're gonna move on. Let's jump to Aggro, so that way we can shut the fuck up and someone else can talk. Hey, Aggro, what you been playing?
Dude, I'm not going to talk for long. I've barely been able to play anything this week. So much so that the only thing I did was finish what turned out to be a 6 or 7 hour game.
Oh,
But that's cool because it was only $7.
what's the game?
TR-49.
Oh,
I've been calling it TR-49. I hope that's how that's supposed to be pronounced. This is the game. I talked about it last week. It is a document catalog reference puzzle game.
Mm-hmm.
I really liked it. I think the story stuck the landing. It did a couple of neat things. This is that situation where I really liked this game, but I can only recommend it to you provisionally. Like,
Oh.
do you think you would enjoy cross-referencing documents and the catalogs of those documents? Do you like inferring information from incomplete data sets? Do you think you would enjoy building a timeline of 20th century spiritualist pseudoscience author beef? If so, perhaps TR49 is a small, cheap puzzle game that you'll really enjoy. If not, please don't buy it and then bitch that it was exactly what it said it was and that you just didn't like that kind of game.
Aggro, these two are looking at me from across the bar, and they do not like my vibes.
They do not, as a matter of fact. The vibes are atrocious. You are in the basement of a church working on a vacuum tube computer. The vibes are not good.
The vibes are bad. Okay.
But yeah, that was basically all I was able to play this week.
Okay. TR49. I've also been super busy with stuff. Like, taxes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna spend all day tomorrow doing other stuff and thinking I should do my taxes right now.
Yeah. Let's see. Support your local streamers. Anyways.
There's only one of us left.
Oh, Bob could have played something.
I have played a thing.
Bob, how could you? How could you have done such a thing?
Disgusting.
How dare you to do this?
Let's save what might be the best game any of us played this week for last.
That's fucked up. Bob, what did you play?
I don't need you to say that. Holy shit.
That's not okay.
Oh, God.
It's also untrue. TR49 is real good.
Well,
Bob, what did you play?
I played Dragon Quest VII Reimagined.
Ooh.
Code provided by.
Yeah, let me hit the button and I don't even have to interrupt it. Here we... Where did it go? Oh.
Game code provided by Square Enix.
Yay!
Yay! I can't hear it, so I assume it's done.
Yeah, I could have hit any button and then Bob would have cheered for it.
Yes.
Bob partaking in digital stolen valor, pretending to play a game by playing the version that isn't fucked up and takes 20 hours to start.
Bob.
God, I am tempted to see what that other version is like.
Uh-huh.
But even what I'm getting here is kind of rough. It kind of takes 2 hours for anything to happen.
Oh, that's so small. That's so quick.
I did one battle in those 2 hours, and the rest was you're going around the island. There's nothing happening on the island.
Gotta learn about the island.
There's no. All you learn in that 2 hours is, hey, there aren't any other islands out there. It's all just empty ocean. It's like, oh wow.
I intend to go through this, but it will be in an emulator with the speed up button held the entire time.
Kogashi in chat says, sounds like an old JRPG.
No,
No, it doesn't. Paladin's Quest
no, it
in the
doesn't.
In the first 40 minutes of Paladin Quest, you resurrect an evil AI, see a dragon from hell, and end civilization.
I want you to go play 2 hours of any Final Fantasy on the PlayStation and tell me that nothing happened.
Yeah, no, that's not how those games are.
Or Chrono Cross, or Star Ocean 2, or Legend of Mana, or fucking any of them.
Play the first,
Maybe on the Famicom.
Play the first
Maybe.
Play the first 30 minutes of Final Fantasy Mystic Quest. Now that's some shit. Anyways, Bob, how's that island?
Not much happens. Not many people are there. It's kind of like, oh man, we're such a small, tight community because we're the only island in the whole world. So you're best friends with the prince of the kingdom. And then there's some tsundere girl following you around too as you going around the island looking for stone tablets. And then I got to a room that chilled me to my core. And I was like, I don't know if I want to play this game.
Oh, what's up with that?
Like emotionally, or was it a status effect?
Emotionally.
Oh, okay.
Because I found a room where I insert the tablets.
Yeah. Dragon Quest 7 heads love this room.
I had enough to fill one of the pedestals with a tablet, and there were another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 pedestals to fill with tablets.
Hot damn.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I can do this.
Oh.
So you fill out
Place another tablet head.
No.
Kogashi clarifies when they said old, they meant NES, and it's like, yeah, okay, that's but you
Okay,
gotta
we're talking
realize
about a PS1 game.
A
A game
PS1
that was
game's-
originally a PS1 game.
a PS1 game is now 29 years old.
Mhm.
There are many PS1 JRPGs that are almost 3 decades. So no, we wouldn't stop the word old after that point. So
Yeah.
they're shriveling in chat now that I have informed them.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I think the 30-year anniversary of Final Fantasy VII is next year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry if you played those games growing up. You're old now.
This game feels.
Uh-huh.
It feels so weird from that angle of like, man, I think Dragon Warrior original has more going on. It is more interesting. It has almost nothing happening.
Dragon Quest 3 starts pretty quick too.
I find it funny that Dragon Quest 1's remake is like, we added some padding to the beginning. I'm like, why did you do this? I want to hit the ground running. I don't want this whole cutscene and all this stuff.
I also went to look up videos of the original Dragon Quest 7 and be like, okay, what did it look like? I was like, oh, this game just always looked bad. Okay.
Yeah, this is where I'm actually going to really upset Dragon Quest 7 fans, because I totally get you wanting to be into an RPG that's like tough and takes forever to do. You want leather. I get it. Some people are into chewing leather. That game looks terrible artistically. Like,
Yeah, no, it's one of the ugliest PS1 RPGs.
I genuinely do not like how it looks. I don't. It's maybe Anyways, Dragon Quest 8's really great.
I also think it's crazy, like they even did this because a lot of the cool stuff you get from going to do a remake is you get to mine really cool designs and stuff. And it's like, I think this is like maybe Toriyama's worst set of main characters for a Dragon Quest game. Like they are all kind of super plain looking. I'm like, oh wow,
Yeah,
were you busy?
I honestly kind of agree with that. And in fact, I feel like that that some of the characters in 8 maybe were like getting a do-over because you have that you have the big chin red clothes guy in this one. And then you have a character that kind of has a similar design in DQ8.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Forgot his name.
In DQ8, isn't he just Trunks?
I don't think he has Trunks. He kind of, but he looks like Trunks, but he also has the same like haircut but in red outfit. So it feels like it was maybe like, let's try doing this design perhaps more.
Yeah, it's a cool wolf. I like the wolf.
Yeah, I haven't gotten to the wolf yet. I'm around 5 hours in. Haven't seen him yet. I assume he's coming up next because I watched the opening CG and I feel like that might have spoiled the entire game.
Yeah, sometimes that happens.
Yeah. But yeah, the first thing you do once you get all these tablets is it warps you to another island. You're like, okay, that could be neat. Sure. And then you do like a confined story there. And it's very funny to be like, okay, I see that this is like almost directly remade from a very low-end PS1 game, but it's very strange that you could have to use these generic character NPC models to tell the story, and you couldn't even recolor the character's hair for a flashback when they're a kid, so I know it's that same character. It's like, yeah, she's a brunette in the past, and I guess it's just completely blonde in the future. It's like, that doesn't even make sense, dude. Just recolor one thing, please. But yeah, you do that. All that has story.
Mm-hmm.
And it's kind of neat. It's a pretty simple story, but it wraps up fast enough for that not to be an issue.
Okay.
You go back to the main island. The island you just explored appears in the ocean next to yours.
Okay.
Okay, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Weirdly common type of thing in PS1.
Then it feels like the story just stops. You go get on a boat, and there's a story for that, and then there's no cutscenes. Is the only way I know what to do is the map markers, which I assume are new for this version, tell you, oh yeah, go to that island. It's like, okay, I'm going to the island. The island is now like obviously far in the future from when you were there. But your characters basically don't comment on that at all. Is you wander around the island going to the points on the map it tells you to, which are just places to pick up another piece of a tablet and have no story.
Huh.
See, I'm starting to understand why this game on the PS1 was 120 hours long.
Yes. And
It's-
also was a very late PS1 game. Like, to
Yeah,
me,
it kind of took them the
Oh, you
entire
didn't-
gen to make it.
You didn't know
I
that, Bob.
forgot.
That shit's like the PS1 was basically done when that game
was
shipped.
August 2000.
Yes.
What?
Uh-huh.
Like
so
this
this is a
2000?
contemporary. This is a contemporary with Final Fantasy 9.
Yeah, it was like
August-
that's 9 came out.
August
What are you
2000 in Japan. Over here, it came out after in November 2001. So you could play Kingdom Hearts before you could have played
Uh-huh.
Dragon Quest 7.
Yeah,
No wonder that game is unknown.
that shit is wild. Anyway, so this is the context for me going, my grandfather owned Dragon Warrior 1 through 4, and I thought they were really cool, and was sad when Dragon Quest disappeared until 8, because they only brought one over after that, and they brought it over in 2001 on the PS1, and it looked like that.
I am a little confused why they went to 7. Unless they're like, 5 is the one, so it has to be a big remake.
Yes, that has to be why. 7's one of the more troubled, I
Low-key
suppose you would say.
ones.
Yes.
Although I don't know why they wouldn't just do it in the same way as 2 and 3.
Also, they got to
1 through
bundle.
3.
In my opinion, they got to bundle 5 and 6 together, because how else are you going to get? Well, maybe they can get people to show up for just 6 if they trick them into thinking we've made it as good as the other ones now.
Man,
Yeah.
I'm like, this is honestly like production value wise, this hits a perfect place. Like, I think it looks pretty nice.
Yeah,
Other than the bad character designs, like obviously, if this was just a brand new game that played like this and looked like this,
That would be exciting and interesting because it would be a completely new thing.
mm-hmm.
I just need to get this complaint out, and then I can calm down and stop being on edge.
Okay.
Sorry for our audio listeners. So there's this thing that I've been reminded of this week. This specific thing from GT.
Okay, yeah, it's neat.
Okay.
Thing.
I hate how Vegeta looks in that.
Oh
He
yeah,
looks
it's hilarious.
Fucking terrible. Everyone else I could give a somewhat pass to, but Vegeta looks like a bobblehead theme park mascot of himself, and I hate it, and always have. Trunks is also pretty rough, but it's kind of funny with him. But Vegeta just looks like shit. Vegeta looks like he's been edited in like, hey, we put your kid in this video. Look, he's in the movie
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, no, it's funny. It's very bad.
Hate it so much, dude. He looks like fucking ass. Okay, I'm done. We were talking about
Okay.
Toriyama stuff, so I had to. I had to get that off my chest. It's been bugging me for years.
Something I'm not sure if we knew before this. This is made by Hexadrive.
Oh, this
Like-
remake? Really?
Yeah, this remake's done by Hexadrive. It's like
didn't know
the
that.
first name that pops up.
Good for them. Good for them.
Yeah,
I
no,
hope
it's
it
like-
sells. Just for them.
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
But yeah, he could. I really hope they get to make like a real game after this. Like they aren't doomed to Dragon
Hexadrive?
Quest 7.
I'm sorry. Hexadrive,
Hexadrive's whole thing is kind of not making real games.
Hexadrive committed the worst crime known to man, making the third birthday, and got cursed to make remakes for the rest of time.
Hey, they made Super Bomberman R2.
Hey,
That's true.
maybe they'll find him a good Dragon Quest remaster. You know?
Oh man,
Maybe.
could you imagine
I
they
mean,
let
there's
them
still
remake
4,
5?
5, and 6, and 8. They could do a remaster of 8, just make the models pretty, and honestly, I think that game
Yeah,
would look
you
fine if
definitely
you just
wouldn't want
cranked
8
up
to
the
look like
resolution.
this. Like
Yeah.
this is not what you want 8 to look like. We've seen the vision of what 8 should look like.
Yes. No, Dragon Quest 8, I will be there day one.
Yeah, what a cool.
They're
what
gonna
a
do
good
it. They
game.
want everybody to have it, and then they'll get to 9 and be like, "No, we don't want to do that again."
Yeah, no, 9 feels like very much.
DS.
Yeah, that's the portable one. That's
Yeah.
It's like the Monster Hunter-fication of Dragon Quest that a lot of games went through at the time.
which I enjoyed it, but I don't know if I even want to replay it. Like, it didn't really have a story. I don't think.
Yeah,
Man, I've never seen Dragon Quest VIII on 3DS until this moment. That looks like shit.
I know,
It
and everyone's
looks
like,
terrible.
"Oh, it's the definitive version," and I'm like, "I'm looking at this. This
Not
looks-
looking like that. It doesn't.
They banged that shit so down, dude. No, just no. Like, come
Yeah.
on." That game is so beautiful and like is one of the most gorgeous PS2 games from an execution of a cel shaded anime art style. And then you took a fucking hammer to it and put it in the hydraulic press so it could fit on that. No. Ugh. But yeah, anyways. So Dragon Quest 7, it's coming. You doing it? You gonna
I'm
stick
doing
with
a
it?
little bit more of it, I think. Another feature they've added for this version, anytime you want, hit the circle button, talk to your allies.
Uh-huh.
I thought this would be used to flesh out the characters more because they're kind of fun characters.
Uh-huh.
Instead,
Yeah.
they basically tell you, hey, you know that thing that we just told you where to go? I'll say that again. Also, there's a marker on the map
Oh.
anyway. You really don't need this.
Oh.
If you're in a room
Well,
with
if
a
you want to
puzzle,
turn the marker off.
if you're in a room with a puzzle, they'll be like, this is how you solve the puzzle. So I honestly hit the button. It was like,
Atreus.
like, I just wanted to talk to you. You're like a character who's only temporary in my team. Of course I want to hear what you have to say. Oh, you're telling me exactly what to do to finish this puzzle. Thank you. It was so complicated.
Well, yeah, your brain doesn't work. They're just trying to remind you, okay?
Mm-hmm. Since I'm playing it on PC, I'm having PC issues. My PC is very much capable of running it. It could easily run it above 120 frames per second, but it feels like for no matter what I do, VSync off, VSync on, all sorts of different frame rate caps. It always feels like it has a stutter. Like, and I don't seem to be able to get rid of it at all. I have no idea what it is. It doesn't even show up on the frame per second thing. So I'm like, is this just what bad frame pacing looks like, I guess?
Huh.
Yeah.
That's weird. That's really weird.
PC, what we doing? I don't know.
I don't know. The 1080 Ti is not powerful enough for Dragon Quest 7 Reimagined. Did that
I
game
think
come out on the Switch 1?
I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, I
but
assume not. I assume that's a Switch 2 thing. I don't actually know. People are saying yes. Is that true? Huh. Yeah. I'm trying to imagine what it could be doing that would be a problem for your PC, because your PC is pretty decent.
right?
It's got a 1080 Ti and, a rather good CPU. What's it, 12700K? You're like, I don't
think that's
fucking
right.
know. I never know.
But right, no. But yeah, no, when I turn the frame rate cap, it's like, yeah, I'm running at 250 frames per second. It's like, then why does it look like this?
Okay, well, let's move on. Bob, did you play anything else?
I'm still working on Neo 3, but nothing really new to report of other than, hey, I'm getting near the end. I looked at it on Noel's PS5 Pro, and that looked very nice.
Yeah.
It would have been nice to play it like that, but I'm not spending $700.
You're not spending $750+ because you also need a disk drive?
No,
Oh, jeez. That's
not this time.
not this time. Well, again, I say this every time this concept comes up. I don't believe they will delay the PS6 a shitload. And even if it was $200 more expensive, I am of the personality where I would just weigh and pay the more for that, right?
Uh-huh.
And not get a PS5 Pro. Do not,
Yeah,
at this point, get a PS5 Pro.
It does feel like too late.
And honestly, considering that it didn't become worth owning until like a month ago,
Uh-huh.
they probably engineered a situation where there was no time at which you should buy a PS5 Pro.
That sure is what I've been experiencing owning a PS5 Pro. Anyways, well, that's going to do it for the Bob segment. Hey, Chris, what you been playing?
I picked up Crimson Desert and played it for about 3 hours, and wow, this feels like absolute fucking dog shit.
Oh,
Incredible.
The best way I can put it is like, we made our big open world fantasy game with cool attacks and stuff. It feels like a Rockstar game. It feels like shit. I put in one play session, turned on my PS5 and went, do I even want to do another play session of this? No. And then uninstalled it.
God.
Chat, just so you know,
and
I was
it
dependent.
has like the biggest map imaginable also. Like it's a colossal. I got tired scrolling across it and realizing how big it was. Like it's Breath of the Wild sized. And it really feels like they wanted to make their Dragon's Dogma down to fast travel points being very sparse and hidden in the environment. To the point they had to put out a patch being like, we're patching in more. We promise we're going to patch in more fast travel points. It also looks like shit. Like it also just looks unacceptably terrible. The other major game I played this week just melted constantly, and it was less melty than this.
What?
Oh yeah,
Melty isn't the right word. Crimson
No.
It's just.
I think that's correct. I've seen the fucking PS5 base footage now. I don't know if other
Okay,
people in this podcast have.
No, I didn't go
I mean,
looking
I saw
for
it
it.
in front of me.
Yeah, other than you and me.
I guess that makes sense.
Yeah, this game is goo. It is goo.
To me, it looked like Dragon's Dogma on PS3 on my $200 LCD TV. For reminder, I own an LG OLED.
It's
And it looked like 544p.
So I read a thing today where the developer said you have to go in and turn off 120 hertz mode, and that should fix how blurry as shit the game is.
what?
Like, apparently it defaults to, I think, your system setting instead of most games where it just doesn't turn that on by default.
I don't think I had that on. Because I was running it through the capture card at the time because I didn't feel like unplugging it. So it would have been off by default. No, I think it just looks like shit and they're coping and seething.
This is weird. They don't have a normal PS5 video of Crimson Desert on Digital Foundry.
What?
Wow,
maybe
what
it's a part-
fucking use are you?
Literally, that is their entire task, is to show us if these games are good on the hardware people own.
I swear I thought I saw one of those come out. That's weird.
They put out a PS5 Pro video, but when it came to showing the PS5 normal version, they I think they buried it in their podcast. I think during the DF Direct is the only time they show Crimson Desert on other platforms.
Huh.
Yeah. Anyways, I have seen footage of it now, though. It is very, very gooey. Also, thank you, Ty Tuesday, for the raid.
Like I should be more excited for a game like a fantasy game that has a fucking grapple button.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that, but here's like, I went to a bandit camp. It's like blah 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 slave camp held by like the Bloodsail Buccaneers or whatever the hell they were called. It had blood in the name. And I start killing them. And I go, okay, I've killed about 20 guys. It says like 82% on the completion bar. We're just about done. Then I realize that's not counting up. That's counting down. This slave camp has 120 guys in it.
Wow. I have seen the Muso comparisons.
But you can't kill guys like in a Muso. Maybe later on you can. And also I died like 8 times clearing it because they decided, in other games you can, aggro. What are the barricades that are made of pointy sticks called?
That.
They're called that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in every other game, they're just part of the environment. You know, you can brush up against them, no problem. In Crimson Desert, you take 80% health damage if you touch one.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Now the upside is I could spam the grapple button and keep like over shoulder judo throwing them into the spikes, at which point they die instantly.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this game, from what I played, this game has nothing exceptional about it.
I have a screen grab now from Digital Foundry's DF Direct where I had to crawl through and find base PS5 footage. Just to be clear, this is a 4K image I've put up here. This is very
goo.
That is not JPEG compression. There, I assure you. That is just the gooey nature of this video game, and it kind of looks terrible. Worse in motion.
Oh, I bet that's how this always goes.
Like I need to, like, I'm not even gonna bother to send it to you guys. This shit needs to be out of my house.
No, that's fair. That's fair. I get it.
Like, Jesus Christ.
Is that an oil paint project? Yeah, but then someone shook it a bunch and smeared.
And I feel like the quote-unquote controversy around it is making me insane. Not because it doesn't deserve to get shit on.
Uh-huh.
But the people shitting on it, and I'm like, you let so many things exactly like this pass. Why is this the one that you decided to notice?
Well, it's a secret conspiracy. Sorry, YouTube got me into the weird part of people making Crimson Desert videos.
Oh, cool. Great.
I just freaked out that Crimson Desert got this weird giant buff like right before launch where people actually knew what it was. It was like, how did this happen?
It actually had been a really hyped game for a long time because it was the new big Giga Ultra Fantasy game.
Mm-hmm.
They haven't shipped an Elder Scrolls in 15 years.
I get that,
that has ramifications.
That was not my experience paying attention to our own fan base and talking about this with other people. I did not see any hype for this until the last 2 months. And I thought this was specifically a me and Bob thing. But Jeff Gerstmann literally said the same fucking thing on his podcast. And I'm like, okay, so we're not insane? This was a last-minute mega spike of attention? Okay.
Well, here's the thing. It even like a year ago, it had punctured the balls and guns guys.
The balls and guns guys.
It had punctured into those guys.
You know, the
guys that only play
guys.
games with the guys that only play games that either have balls or guns. You know, sports games and Call of Duty. Like it punctured into those guys and became their new like idol to worship a little bit. And it seems to work. It's sold like 3 million copies already. Wonder how many of those people are like, I'm never fucking buying a game again. Fuck this.
I did see some of the things come out where it's like, this game may have been an MMO during development at some point because there are insane cooldowns on cool mounts where you have to wait a full fucking day to summon it again. Which is wild and makes no sense to me.
It makes sense from the angle of, these guys have only ever made an MMO before. Like
it does feel it really does feel exactly like that. Like we had no experience making this at all. Maybe you should have made a smaller game to learn how an action game should feel at all. Maybe you shouldn't have made your giant Breath of the Wild style game that you can climb anything and also have a glider and also have the Ultra Hand from Tears of the Kingdom.
I'm sorry. I've been laughing over here because I was like, man, Chris is really pissed. Oh, right. He spent $70 on this.
Yes, I did. Thankfully, a lot of that was store credit. And to store credit, it will return probably so I can buy a Strange Overlord. A game that I will almost certainly like 10 million times better. Spoilers for if you don't know, I played High on Life last weekend, which was approximately 10,000 times better than Crimson Desert. It brings me no joy to say this. But yeah, that's second time No, that's 60. Yeah, they knew.
And, you know, stick around for the news segment. They might not be the only people who know.
But yeah, like I booted up and I'm like, oh look, right next to it. Well, not right next to it in my library, but I thought of it at that moment because of One Piece live action. Oh right, Pirate Warriors 4 got a PS5 native update that's free. Let's see how that is. That game now looks nice. That game is now like above 1080p and has anti-aliasing.
Wait,
Nice.
what? Really?
Yeah, One Piece Pirate Warriors 4. Yeah, they did a PS5
wow.
native version that's a free update.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Now you have to pay like $150 to get all the DLC they made after launch. But I had hardly played it, so I played a couple hours of that. It's fun. Then I tried to go back to Hyrule Warriors, and it's like, you need to make another one of these, Nintendo, because this is old, and maybe lacks a lot of the like quality of life stuff that newer ones have. Please stop making them based on normal games.
We
like,
made one
on
last
individual
year.
game. Yeah, please make another entire franchise one. Thank you.
Oh, okay. I see.
I don't want to have the story about how we have to change the past, but nobody can know, so let's burn all the records of the past being different.
Yes. You don't want that? Weird.
But the big thing I played was High on Life 2.
I'll be right back.
You can't run.
Yes,
you can't
I
get
can.
away.
See you, bitch.
High on Life 2 is actually good.
Blasphemy. What?
It's good. They made a much better game. It has a lot more money, and at no point does it ever run out. It has levels that are completely unique that it doesn't send you back to multiple different times.
Is that even High on Life? What are you talking about?
Each level has its own enemies. Try and follow this along. Since they fired Justin Roiland, it has writing and not improv.
What?
Even the guns from the first game are like characters now that aren't completely fucking insufferable. I wasn't busting a gut, but it was very consistently kind of funny.
Huh.
And it had a couple jokes that I thought was unbelievable, that I thought were great. Like you're just wandering around the open world and you find a comedy club. Dangerous and High on Life.
Yeah.
And you're looking at the posters, and the posters are like, Jeff Dunham's gonna be here to perform. And you go, well, I gotta know what this is. And then you walk in and they think you're Jeff Dunham.
Oh no.
So you have to get on stage and perform, which you do by just selecting like setups and then deliveries from your different guns.
That's good.
And I'm sure there's different outcomes, but I really did bad. So it's like, so the guy got it like, okay, folks, this is the MC, is the owner. Don't worry, we're never gonna get Jeff Dunham again. He's never coming back. Don't worry, you're never gonna see Jeff Dunham again. There's 3 new guns. One of which is named Bowie, who is a bow. He looks like Jar Jar Binks, and as soon as you pick him up, one of the other guns is like, hey, you look like Jar Jar Binks.
All right, then.
He's kind of whatever. He doesn't say a whole lot. He kind of stays out of your way. Then you have Travis, who is the new pistol. And Travis, the world's supply of divorced guy jokes have been used up by this game and Travis. And also a later segment that is entirely about divorced guys. But you need to join. You need his ticket to get onto the boat where the first guy you have to kill is. So you have to, and his wife just ditched him at like the entry because his extra ticket was for her. So you have to convince him to give it to you by basically like enabling him, and then you get like a montage of doing shots and then coke and then getting into fights at the bar outside the ship for him to give you the ticket. And then he forces you to steal the hat from Dunstan Checks In, which is in a display in the ship. Which he then puts on and wears the entire game.
Oh,
Fantastic.
And then he's like, we have to go get a wardrobe, and the wardrobe is my fucking outfit.
That was an amazing clip.
I saw that clip.
Now, to be specific, it's supposed to be Prince, because when you look at it in the wardrobe section, it's like the artist formerly known as the Outlaw, because that's what you are in this one. Because you're no longer a bounty hunter. You broke the golden rule and killed a bunch of other bounty hunters because your sister's a terrorist now. But she's a terrorist because this evil corporation wants to sell humans as drugs again. So the plot is about killing them. So your first two assassination targets are a billionaire and a corrupt politician. So the targets are already better than I'm Drillhead. And then the third new gun, his name is Sheath, and he is voiced by Sid from Final Fantasy 16.
Oh shit!
Nice.
And they did something astonishing. They were like, what if one of the guns was a straight man? As in, like, the straight man, not a heterosexual.
Okay.
And he just does this unbelievably good performance. Cutting to him in the comedy club is very funny because all his jokes like, hey, what do you call a Gatlian who goes out to play? And you pick him and he's like, a foolish layabout. One must always be productive. He's also a really effective assault rifle. The guns feel a lot better in this. The shooting feels significantly better. And with the addition of the skateboard, you can fly across these arenas. It maybe has better movement and shooting than Doom the Dark Ages. And Metroid Prime 4.
At least that one's not hard to beat.
And it has some really brilliant, like, gags. So you're trying to kill this billionaire. And he has a fanny pack full of bodyguards. So when you shoot him, one instantly spawns to take the bullet for him. And you kill all his bodyguards, and he shrinks himself and says, time to do the only thing I know how, ruin something from the inside, and then jumps into your suit. But not like a tiny guy running around inside your suit. He infects the suit's, your actual in-game UI. So you have to go into the pause menu and chase him around the UI.
Oh, that's good.
That's really good.
Which concludes with, he is climbing the literal Donkey Kong level 1, trying to get to, like, the core functions while your little suit assistant throws barrels. And you have to stab yourself in the face through this UI to try and stab him.
Oh, that's really good. That's really, really good.
And one level is, so you're like, this guy's the financial wizard of the company. You have to go kill him. And then you get up to his penthouse apartment and he's not there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see giant paintings on the wall. And I think one of your guns explicitly name drops Mario 64. So you jump into these paintings and it does the little faux jingle, but the logo is now like a crypto logo instead of the star.
Jesus Christ.
And one is just like his private bathroom. The other, like the quote unquote star name, is something like Jackin' It in Peace, and it is just a platform in a blank void with a chair, a TV, and a box of tissues. And the last portal takes you to Spiral 1.
Oh.
It is a level inside a PS1. It is a PS1 game level.
Oh.
Like, it's super high res, but like the letters even come up and, you know, like where you are comes up like in Spiral 1.
Huh.
And he's called a financial wizard because he's a literal wizard. A low poly wizard.
Dope.
Who is a master of griftonomics. And he has a logo that is the Joe Rogan logo, but a wizard. And before you fight him, he makes you listen to his podcast about rising and grinding.
Oh my God.
It's a lot.
Yeah, this game has like writing. It's really crazy. It's super melty though. Like, it's really melty. Noel might have to check and see how professional it is later this year, because it is depressingly, depending on how the rest of the year goes, this might be in my top 10.
Oh no.
Yeah. Now, things only have to be like low level dire for that to happen too. Like, yeah, I had a lot of fun the whole way through it.
That is some shit you're gonna have to explain for the rest of your life.
Yes, it is genuinely criminal. This only has a Metacritic 4 points higher than the first one. Like, that first one's barely a game.
Yeah, the first one's really rough.
The Knack 2 of comedy shooters.
Yes, that is what people brought up constantly in the stream, is that it was like Knack 2.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ. I will never know rest, will I?
At least. Oh, and it's not. They didn't even massively bloat it. It was 10 hours long, and I did plenty of side content. Like, I did plenty of looking around the environment for treasure because it was because the movement was fun. Especially once you get a triple jump and an air dash, you can just fly across these arenas. And it helps that I don't know if this was how it worked in the first game, but in this game they don't intend you to switch guns like to specific ones.
Mm-hmm.
So what they seem to want you to do is use up all... Reloading is for chumps in High on Life 2. Your ass should never reload. You use up your clip, then you switch to the next gun. When you're not using it, its clip will refill.
Huh.
So you just cycle through all your guns over and over using their cooldown moves, which do more damage. And just kind of go through it. But yeah, I'm as shocked as everyone else. There's a guy that looks like Ted Lasso in this.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, his name is even Ted.
Of course
One
it is.
moment.
He's your dad's idol / senpai, because your dad's only been divorced once. This guy's been divorced 4 times.
A lot of divorce jokes, you say.
Oh yeah, like I said, the world supply of divorce jokes has been used up.
Jesus Christ.
There's so many lines about divorce in this. I'm like, I need to go to the soundresources.net, go to High on Life 2 and find them and make them into sound redeems.
I'm trying to find a picture of this guy. It's not easy.
Oh, and your hub, your like base. Oh yeah, they at no point do they do the shit in High on Life 1 where it's like sit and listen to the conversation. It's 20 minutes long.
Oh, good.
Not
Thank God.
once. Every single time I started doing the rolling your hand, like moving along, guys, it stopped and we moved on.
Nice.
There's a lot of real games in this. Like there's an arcade cabinet for Super 3D Noah's Ark you can play.
Huh.
A bunch of games from Pico Interactive are playable in this in some way or another. It's kind of cute. Because your hub is like an old abandoned space arcade with very 90s aesthetic, like it has the like the neon squiggles and stuff on the carpet. And in that arcade is Fraser Crane Machine, which is a crane game that has Frasier on it.
Fantastic.
And I forget what is Frasier's catchphrase that he says on his radio show?
I'm listening.
No, there's something else like this is Frasier Crane or something like that.
You're talking
he says that
to Fraser Crane.
Yes.
I am listening.
Yeah, he says that. He says like when you win it, he's like you're talking to Fraser Crane. Good job. And then you get the
That's so
you get the
stupid.
reward.
Jesus Christ.
It's just the one great man theory is faulty, but the one corruptive dipshit theory seems to be true. Because banishing Justin Roiland seemed to fix every single thing about the first game.
But in order to know that this is true, though, we would have to watch the newest season of Rick and Morty. It's the only way.
I'm sure that's probably. Oh, High on Life 2 comes in much more. It didn't remind me of Rick and Morty hardly at all because Rick and Morty is so much bad improv. It reminded me more of sometimes Futurama and other times Smiling Friends. Like, there are a lot of segments that just feel like Smiling Friends gags. And in fact, there's a character that is voiced by Pim.
That makes
just
sense,
doing that voice.
Yeah. That makes sense.
I got an achievement because there's a murder mystery at one point that you can either not try to solve at all and just skip, or put in the effort and solve. And if you solve it, you get the achievement Columbo in Space. I did not get the achievement, sadly, called Kobe, which later in the game, you're having a debate inside a community basketball court. And you can look at the desk in front of you and there's papers and you can crumple them up and throw them at the hoop.
Okay.
And if you get 3, you're declared you won instantly and you get the achievement that's called Kobe.
Huh.
And then there's the escape room saga, which I will not spoil in case other people play it. Because the escape room saga, which is a thing you have to go, you start in the beach area. It has a payoff I never expected anything in High on Life 2 to have. I might put it in coolest thing in a game.
Jesus Christ. How did you play this game?
PS5.
Oh, okay. So you got a digital copy?
Yep.
Okay.
I considered being like, well, if there's DLC a year from now, I'll probably come back and do it. Back when I thought this would be bad.
Mm-hmm.
If they do DLC now, I might do another playthrough of it and then the DLC.
God. Jesus.
It's like, it really feels like they went, what should our game be? It should be a first-person Ratchet and Clank game, and then they made that.
Damn.
Like, down to you now having rails you grind on the skateboard between, like, combat platforms. And in boss fights and stuff. Which, like, the boss fights are all fine. There's some that are really clever. There's one or two that degrades into, okay, I'm going to put up the barrier, and then I'm going to summon ants. But that's only, like, 1 out of, like, 6.
Mm-hmm.
And Gene, the horrible purple alien, is barely in it.
Thank God. He sucks
They
so
certainly
much.
don't lock you in a room for 30 minutes at a time for you to talk to him. But yeah, geez. What a glow up. It genuinely baffles me how it turned out to be so good. Seriously though, worst implementation of TAA maybe ever. Like there's a point where there's like a crowd of guys applauding and you can look at them and just see them dissolve, like right in front of you. There's no reason they should be dissolving. But that's why we got to see how professional it is.
I don't think the pro's gonna fix anything.
What if they designed it with the pro in mind?
I find that incredibly unlikely.
Maybe it'll be like that once the game comes out for real in a month. Because this was pretty buggy. Like it crashed on me once. No, twice. But it was both when I was doing the same mini game that I did not have to engage with. So I assume that when it comes out on physical on April 20th, it'll just like that they'll drop a patch. It's like now the game's actually out.
Bob, bad news. It does support Pisser.
Yeah. It's a crucial game for Game of the Year. You can even send it to Aggro when you're done. He loves Ratchet and Clank. This is not. I swear to God, this isn't a bit.
Oh no, like I believe you, but my nervous system doesn't.
Right.
Chris, I believe you. I don't trust you. I don't doubt the veracity of what you're saying about your own feelings about the game. At least the pisser looks nice, and this was old pisser, not even good piss. Not even good piss.
God, what a shockingly... One of my favorite things about it is all the really one-note guns, like the vulgar, the needler that's vulgar, a vulgar lady, and the knife. They have all these little segments where they're like, I'm a person with nuance too. Don't pay attention to that previous game that was written by a moron. Like, even the characters that were terrible before aren't now. There's these little events out in the open world. Like, one is Crazy Taxi that you do with the skateboard, but the other, you just walk up on this dude in a suit with a table and a button on it. And he's like, do you want $500? I'll give you $500 if you press this button, but someone somewhere will die. And you can do it or not, and I did it. And then they did a little bit of a gag, and then it was never brought up ever again. And the game is full of these little gags like that. It also does the kill this NPC gag much funnier. Like, it doesn't do like the unfunny child from the first game. It does like a funnier version of that. It also just lets you shoot people a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
To the extent I started just going, even while they're talking. So I started just going, he who strikes first strikes last.
So, Bob, Chris is
What's
really
up?
pushing this. I think this is a strong stream goal. Announcing now, Wave 4 of the Donathon's just this one game. That's it.
Wow.
That's all you get.
That's crazy.
That's it. That's the whole wave.
People will love that. They'll be super excited.
Don't tempt me to buy a physical copy when this comes out and just send it to you.
God damn it, dude.
On Saturday, I am streaming Star Fox 64 on the PCD compilation.
Ooh.
Seems appropriate.
Ooh.
But tomorrow evening, I will be on Hashin Schwartz's stream playing Portal 2 co-op.
Oh, no.
Awesome.
I hope that goes well.
Please come by and see how well that goes or doesn't go. I have never played Portal 2 co-op, of course. I haven't played Portal 2 since the day it came out, which I played through all of it in one sitting. It's like, that was fine. Why are people acting like this is one of the worst games ever made? I don't know. I liked it. And did I play anything else? No, I didn't have time to play anything else because allergies have been beating my ass this week.
Tomorrow, Bob and I will be competing in the ultimate sport, the Scrandle Off, and see which of us can more accurately depict what is the more popular of two disgusting stadium foods while we're eating the low-calorie, high-protein peanut butter and jelly sandwich.
You're going to eat real food after that, right?
Or die.
You're going to use a more reasonable portion of filling, right?
No, this
Doubt.
is the ideal. This is the perfect one.
This is, I mean, yeah, we got the keto bread. We got the goop. We're going to have to make a double serving of this so that way Bob and I get our own whole sandwich.
Yeah, he made it sound pretty important that you eat the whole sandwich. You need that protein.
That's true. You need that protein.
It's not a lot of protein.
You're going to be able to deal with that much whey protein, right?
Oh, of course. This is going to be great.
Oh, that's good. That's good. Can't you cut it in half? Well, no.
No,
that's
not
illegal.
That's not the point.
That's not the point. The point is we need gains.
The PB&J protein sandwich cannot be disassembled or taken apart. We've been over this.
It's true. Look, we just want to be buff like this dude. And we're not going to get there unless we eat the whole sandwich. Editor's note. I do not want to get buff like this dude.
This dude, Eric Guitars on his abs. He's that cool.
Oh, wow. Holy shit. Wait, now I'm reconsidering. But yeah, for people who don't know, Scrandle is a site where people could upload pictures of food they could get at stadiums. And the food is often extremely scary. But the user has to choose between the two foods. You have to choose one of them that you would rather eat. So Bob and I will be competing to see who could be more understanding of what the public desires between various nasty fucking foods.
Some of the foods look good. Some of them.
Which one would you choose, Bob? Gray hot dog versus unmelted cheese pizza.
Probably a melted cheese pizza.
Unmelted cheese pizza.
My experience with Scrandle is just pick whatever's whiter.
Oh,
Like-
this is...
In terms of color or ethnicity?
In terms of ethnicity. It like Scrandle pissed me off. Like you have like the world's shittiest looking burger versus this amazing looking grilled octopus sandwich. It has like charred tentacles coming off it. It has like coleslaw. It looks amazing. That is like 9%. Because it's octopus.
Here's
These fucking
today's.
freaks.
Here's today's. You get to choose between, what is that, 33 pence for squid or 10 pounds for beef brisket jalapeno loaded fries.
Yeah, well, that's obviously the winner.
I don't know.
It's more expensive, but yeah, it's
The savings.
yeah.
I don't know. Also, yeah, I think we're getting off easy with this fucking squid. That seems like a very tolerable option. But yeah, it's basically guess the game, but it's that where it brings up two choices. You get to keep going. It's the same sort of energy. I'm very excited for this. I've been waiting for this stream for a while. And I will say that you should be excited for me to eat that sandwich. I am not excited for me to eat that sandwich.
It's gonna be so awful.
It is.
Does it use keto bread too?
Yes, it
of
uses
course.
keto bread. And for anyone who's unaware how fitness recipes go, the peanut butter is PB2, whey protein, and a 0 sugar Greek yogurt. That's the fucking peanut butter.
I think the absolute worst. First of all, a big part of peanut butter is the texture of peanut butter.
Huh?
This won't have that.
How
This is probably going to be
squirty
close
do
to
you
yogurt.
like your peanut butter, Chris?
But I feel like the worst part of this, texture-wise, this is going to be abysmal. It's going to be one of the worst things you've ever eaten texture-wise, I'm sure.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, flavor-wise, the worst part's probably going to be the keto bread.
I actually haven't tried
Maybe not.
that
Maybe not for
specific
Bob,
keto
who despises artificial sweetener.
bread. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't know how much artificial sweetener is in this because
I mean, the yogurt's going to have artificial sweetener.
oh, it's even those ones that say no natural flavor or sweetener or no
It says
artificial
no
sweeteners,
sugar added.
and it says no artificial sweeteners, but I think they get off by saying what's that
Stevia,
when they get
stevia.
Yeah, stevia. They're like, oh, it's natural. It's like, no, that's disgusting. That's
Yeah,
what that is.
I don't think that the vanilla can even come through without some form of sweetener.
Right.
And
probably not.
is it like zero sugar jelly, or is it something like no sugar added fruit preserves?
It's sugar-free with fiber fruit preserves.
Yeah, so this is gonna be Bob's worst nightmare. It's like probably gonna be in contention for the worst thing he's ever put in his mouth, second only to the masala soda.
Nothing can beat the masala soda.
No, I don't think anything's being the masala soda, but I do think this will be better than the 0-calorie peanut butter we've eaten before.
Yeah. Stop.
Yeah,
Just
that,
thinking of the visual of it coming out of the jar makes me physically ill. Being
Fair.
physically ill. Okay, I have one more game thing before we go to Pod
Real
Lords.
quick, I want to just shill that. That's one of the only episodes of GigaBoots Eats that's free. You can watch that on YouTube. It involved us eating Walden Farms calorie-free peanut butter, which many people described the scent as salsa-like, and it pushed
Yes.
across the bread. Anyways, liquidy peanut butter that looks like something else aside. What were you going to say, Chris?
I played 5 minutes of Slay the Spire 2 at a friend's house.
Okay.
It unironically, I played it, saw the game, saw the map, and started getting physically ill and had to stop.
Really?
I now have like that viscerally negative a reaction to roguelike games.
That's amazing. I have that reaction to all like gacha and live service stuff. I've never had that with a normal genre, just a Parasite.
Just like, no, I don't. No more. I don't want to pick from 3 and then pick from 3 places on a map I go. I'm tired. I'm so tired. Why can't you go back to being Binding of Isaac where I just find upgrades randomly? I don't want to even have a choice.
There was a game that Bob wrote the notes for in the Xbox thing today. At least I assume that was Bob.
Yeah.
And I'm skimming the whole document and I see a thing and I'm like, oh, I'm excited. And then the first bullet I see is 2 lines down and it's like, pick 3. And I'm like, okay. And it was instant.
Yeah.
It was
I think I know exactly the trailer you're talking about.
They deleted all excitement you might have for that.
But yes, I'm really excited for the Scrandal stream. I'm very excited to eat this peanut butter and jelly sandwich that allegedly saved that man's life. He said so in the video.
He did. He says that multiple times.
He says that multiple times in the video. My life needs some fucking saving. And you know who I think can do it?
Who is it?
The Podlords.
Oh, fuck.
Oh,
Whoa.
fuck, the Podlords? It couldn't be.
Yes, Jonathan, the Podlords. Podlords such as BN12, Red Blaze 27, Suzu Shiro, Rado, WTF, Spider-Man, Mr. I Like Spam, Muckbun, Endless MIDI Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo Loop versus the entire soundtrack of Ancient Roman. KC got to meet their favorite Kingdom Hearts VA, Jesse McCartney. Nice.
Aw.
Happy for you.
He's so shiny.
He is.
He's running on a 360. Cooper Tank. I am Super Spencer.
Oh my god, he's so strong. Nothing could go wrong.
That's right, boys. Game Pass.
Timu Gary Busey.
Is that what Phil Spencer has become in your eyes? Indigo Sight. Hey, Dr. Angro, did you know nobody did introspection before 1910? 64 Master is still giving Playdate a chance. Shinji 16 cannot believe almost a decade later one of the best puzzle games of all time, Opus Magnum, just got DLC. A raccoon that sadly has to stop being a podlord for a while. See you later, Game Boys and Gal.
Aw, good luck.
Goodbye.
Yes,
Goodbye.
Things get better. Goodbye.
When they come back, a raccoon that's evading taxes.
Ooh, this is a smart raccoon.
Good luck. Sarah Lenny. Timothy Pfister would like to recommend Rubato, a delightful 2D collectathon featuring a frog.
So many frog platformers these days.
No. We're really frogging it up.
Gotta hop on that trend.
The Hard M. Bearded Joe. Lord Richter's on vacation for 2 weeks. Try not to burn everything down while I'm gone, folks.
Absolutely not.
You be sitting. Cleochrome. I forgot about this. 1 second.
No.
Now loading. Where did my thing go? Oh, there we go. Well, hey there, folks. Had some weird filler before, but this is ridiculous. Anyway, in 3, 2, 1, let's sausage.
Oh, that YouTuber who makes sausage.
Oh, is that a thing?
Yeah.
That's undoubtedly a thing.
I think he's literally called Ordinary Sausage because he makes sausage with weird shit.
Huh.
Oh, I know this guy.
Oh, it's Jinkaria. It's a sausage with Jinkaria in it.
Is that what
God,
it is?
is that what that
my
is?
God.
That is what
Come
that is.
on.
I'm pretty sure. It's
How?
weird filler
How?
because it's
Oh,
filler. Because
stretched
it's
out.
filler.
Oh, Jesus. God.
What?
God damn it.
God,
I'm like,
come
is that a
on.
Is that
pocket
what you're
knife
trying
blade?
to do? Is that what that? Are you serious?
That's Shin fucking Karia.
It's-
Some weird filler. Get it? Like a sausage filling.
These are
filler.
becoming distressingly cryptic.
Oh, fucking made it look like a tampon. Here, I'll put it in the Toho box to make sure everyone knows it's a Toho. It was Twin B.
Stop it!
Got through the main story of Relink. Really fun. It is cool. And good lord, the grind to endgame content is real.
Thank you for not putting a scar on
I
him.
know. I was just staring. looking
Right?
for the
Yeah,
story.
I was looking around.
We're not feeling safe right now.
President King Thomas Edison. Huh.
His noble phantasm is that he copyrights your noble phantasm, so you can't use it anymore.
Too tired to make a bit. Here's Skate Story. Or actually, I didn't even screenshot it. No, wait, I read these out of orders. Different Dimension Demon Super Sight King Zero Maxwell.
Okay.
All right, there's a lot going on there. Anyways, here's Skate Story.
Oh, yeah, that's Skate Story.
Every time I hear the name Skate Story, I think of Golf Story and then the sequel Sport Story.
Uh-huh.
That's fair.
Tomura Shigaraki.
Oh,
This one's pretty good, honestly.
Digital Basic. The mayor of Halloween Town.
Whoa.
Andrew. Yummy from Poppin' Music. Sorry, my fan art couldn't capture his white hair on this background. Lazy joke. Too depressed to think of a good one. Shanti. God. Jaunty Shamisen Music stops.
Ye would like to play.
There it is.
that's good. That was a good one.
Sadistic Autistic. Went to the local game store. Find a new group to play D&D with. Guess I'm learning Pathfinder instead.
Congratulations on the upgrade.
True. Yuki EXE and OY and wish Chris a happy birthday to slap her bald head. Thank you very much to our Podlords.
Thank you, Pod Lord.
Thank you, Pod Lords.
Thank
And
you,
if you'd like to become a
Pod
Pod Lord and send us Jinkaria images or just get other benefits, you can go to our Patreon at patreon.com/GB podcast. For as little as $5 a month, you get access to many benefits, such as early access to chugging Bleach our Bleach anime review podcast, which will be spinning up again come June, maybe actually before June. Extended content for other shows we do when indeed such content exists to be given to you, a patron-funded show, one a month, either a public show where we watch a horrible thing and patrons get a commentary track, or a private show where we watch an amazing thing and discuss it, and patrons get to vote on what amazing thing. And finally, you know, the good things no longer have to live in fear of John Wick, because we have done all 4 John Wicks on the Good Thing Show.
Whoa.
You also get an entire movie called All That's Left is Ballerina. There's also an entire movie called Isolation 119, a full feature-length film about a man going to Thailand to get a tax write-off on his vacation to Thailand. And multiple commentary tracks for that film from us. That is patreon.com/GBpodcast. When you don't have any money, it always helps immensely to spread the word. Tell your friends. Rate us on Thursdays. Rate us on your podcasting app of choice. And I'd like to leave a comment, subscribe if you listen on YouTube right now, patreon.com/GB podcast.
I hear we got some news.
We do.
Oh, there's been a murder. Bob's dead. Why don't I have Phoenix Wright music? Okay, Bob could dodge the industry burning down segment.
Yeah, he was probably killed by Jeff the Daring. Although, considering his reputation these days, maybe it's to start being Jeff the Jerk-Ass.
It's got a good ring to it. Oh, hey, Bob. You're on fire. You're on fire, Bob.
Yeah, we're all on fire today. I guess now we have to live in hell for this.
You know what? That one's not sad enough. Let's get the sadder Jeff.
Oh, no.
Industry burning down segment, go!
Epic lays off 1,000 people. This included high-profile, important people to Fortnite, such as Vitaly Nemushin, the character artist behind Jonesy, Evan Kinney, principal Fortnite engineer, and Nick Blahunka, lead writer. Yeah, Tim Sweeney, like they're right up there. Like, yeah, Fortnite is making less money than cost to make. Probably because we spent $80 million last year on payouts for Fortnite Islands, which, spoiler, are almost all AI slop being visited by bots.
Wow. Such smart.
Well, weird
Much
that,
business.
Weird that's exactly how Roblox went, and Epic was just like, nah, we'd win.
Yup.
Well, they wanted to be Roblox, and they succeeded in that way.
They won't be so happy when that means they get sued in every court on Earth the way Roblox is currently happening. Tim Sweeney's remarks seem to imply that he thought that they'd have a huge revenue windfall when they got back onto iOS. And it's like, bro, either people start, like, they just went to another platform to play Fortnite, or they stopped playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
So coming back to iOS didn't actually do anything for you. Like, it feels like this might turn out to be Tim Sweeney fatally wounded his own company to own Apple.
Based.
Yeah, that is pretty
honestly.
based.
Maybe not for the employees, though.
No.
Yeah.
God, I saw other articles like, yeah, no, it's going to take us a while to figure out what we're even dealing with now. Like, with 1,000 people missing?
Uh-huh.
And Tim Sweeney did this psychotic Twitter thread.
Yeah, no,
gushing about the people he had just fired.
Isn't everyone else so lucky that they can hire these amazing people now?
That we didn't need because,
Anyway, UE6 is coming out. Be excited.
Sure.
Just be excited.
Sure it is. Sure. Fucking sure.
Yeah, no. Man, 1,000
Break his
people.
legs, Tencent. Break
There's
his
like-
legs. You own like 40% of that company. Break his legs.
Aren't there like 4,000 people total who work at Epic? So wasn't that like a quarter of their entire staff?
Yeah.
That
That's
might be a
4,000
problem.
after the layoff. So it was 20% of their workforce.
Wow. Wow.
And despite him saying, "Oh, this wasn't because of AI," I'm willing to bet that he thinks AI is going to make up the gap with these people.
Yeah, of course.
They already built the machine. Now it'll run automatically forever.
Yeah, that's
Let's
how they
ignore
work.
some other.
I really am. I really am
week.
curious if this is purely. Yeah, that Unreal Engine for Fortnite shit is not making us money the way we thought, or if it really is like, yes, Fortnite is now old. Fewer people are getting into it, and now people are falling out of it, and some of these collaborations are not making as much money as they cost them.
Yeah, another part of his insane tweet thread involved him being like, well, what we really need to do is buckle down and make Fortnite really great still. It's like, now it's 1,000 less people?
Now that we got rid of the person who invented the paddle pass, the person who designed Jonesy, the principal engineer, there are more people than that, obviously. There are 997 other people.
Yeah. Which are all incredibly good employees,
I'm sure it's great
as
for-
he has said.
Right.
I'm sure it's great for morale too.
It is not just going to be
you know how I practically sucked High on Life stupid? You know why it was so much better? Because it was the second game that the same studio made in the same genre. It's almost like institutional knowledge is unbelievable and experience are unbelievably important, and it is genuinely deranged how every executive thinks that doesn't matter at all. When it usually, if you ignore that, you get bad results. Crimson Desert. Sony closes Dark Outlaw Games. It was founded in 2024 with Call of Duty lead Jason Blundell after Deviation Games, which Sony was funding but did not own, closed because Sony stopped funding them.
To get people up to speed on this was that game that had former COD people working on it over at Deviation. There was some schism that formed between the two founders of that studio. Jason Blundell left. That studio was shut down after funding ran out because Sony didn't support the project anymore. He got his own studio, Dark Outlaw Games, founded in 2024. They had 20 employees. They shut the game down. They shut the studio down.
They also claim it wasn't a service game, but I don't know because I only watched a little clip. I don't know if that means it was we are made a game with no multiplayer, or we were making Call of Duty, not something explicitly service like Marathon or High Guard.
I think that at one point they say co-op. I think at one point they said co-op, but they did say it's not a live service game, which,
maybe that's why they got the plug pulled.
They
God,
need
how depressing.
they need so many games that are not live service games over there though.
Yeah,
'cause
they won't they're fucked. Sony has shown clearly that they have learned nothing. And they
Yeah, that does
won't
feel
learn
like another
nothing.
just-
They won't learn anything until you go cancel your PS Plus right now.
they won't learn.
That is why they have the economic freedom to keep doing this, is because you subscribe to PS Plus.
That is true. That is true. Here's a list of all PlayStation first-party studios that they've closed since the PS5's launch year. Manchester Studio, Japan Studio, Pixel Opus, London Studio, Firewalk Games, Neon Koi, Bluepoint Games, and Dark Outlaw Games.
Most of those studios didn't even make anything under Sony.
Yep.
Yeah.
Under
That's
Sony
crazy.
ownership, Bluepoint didn't ship a single game. They helped on God of War. That was it.
And we know that Dark Outlaw is like, oh, they were getting to the point where they need to hire up to actually make
Yeah,
the
it was
game,
like,
and
well,
it's
now
just
we have to
no.
actually make the game, and Sony went, nah. We'd
Nah.
rather have fucking nothing. Let's look at our list. What's coming out after Wolverine? A God of War game that isn't officially confirmed to exist.
And also
And Intergalactic.
Intergalactic.
And Intergalactic.
And that's
That's it. Oh, well, Fair Games. That's real and coming out. They
Sure.
swear.
Sure.
Man,
And people should be excited for it.
I just look at Intergalactic the Heretic Prophet and be like, they're gonna have Neil Druckmann killed after that ships. They are. Because according to Jason Schreier, $300 million is now the average price for a AAA game in the industry, with mini budgets being more. Ugh. I wonder why everything is fucking burning to the ground. I wonder why everything is on fire. When we scream make smaller games, it isn't just because we prefer smaller games.
Yeah, the industry clearly cannot actually handle making these games.
Not every game can be Crimson Desert. In fact, I think only 3 or 4 a year can be. For, like, to break even at a $300 million budget, that's like 6 million digital sales on a $70 game. More if you cut the price, more if it's a physical version.
Yeah, something tells me
how many
Crimson
games
Desert
can you
ain't getting
even
that.
How many games can you well Crimson Desert probably didn't cost anywhere near it. They spent $1 million years making that, and they're in a much cheaper area of the world.
Yep.
It's true.
It's like, how many games can you even think of that sold more than 6 million copies in the past year? Arc Raiders, Battlefield and Call of Duty.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Expedition 33.
Yeah. It took a
Which,
minute,
of course,
but it did.
Is there anything else?
Hollow Knight.
Yeah, Silk Song. Silk Song sold gangbuster. Notice how most of these didn't cost anywhere near that much and could have been profitable with significantly fewer sales.
Mm-hmm.
Did Dispatch sell 6 million? I knew it sold a lot.
I don't think Dispatch sold 6 million. I think the only sales metric we got was like 1 million.
Yeah, I think it sold a couple mil, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it sold that high. Somebody seems uncertain, chat. Anyway.
It surpassed 3 million players.
Oh, wow.
But that is not.
No, that's only
not
half
sales.
of the number we need.
Okay,
in
no,
hard
it did
sales.
sell. It did say sells, maybe, unless this article is wrong and they also conflated the two.
Yeah, this be happening. Yeah, no, smaller teams. This isn't complicated.
Like there is clearly no actual correlation between how big your game is and how it does.
Right.
Resident Evil 9 Requiem is the fastest selling Resident Evil, and it's the same size as all of them.
Also, like, having larger teams just makes development harder. Jason Schreier last year wrote an article about how much time modern
gets
game
wasted
devs,
by mismanagement.
Well, modern game devs, the teams get so large they literally can't work on shit all the time because they're waiting for other people to work on shit.
It is simply not possible to manage 5,000 people across multiple time zones in multiple different languages, all of whom are dependent on each other for different parts of their jobs that they need at different times. You can't keep track of that. You can't manage it. We somehow stumbled upon the single most inefficient way to do anything, and everyone went, that is the future forever.
Yep. That's got to be it.
A AAA game should be whatever the fuck 800 people can make in 3 years. Whatever the scale and scope of game that is, should be what a AAA game is.
The fact that is the concession you're making with them. That's the compromise, right? 800 people making a game is small. That's what you're trying to get them to downsize.
No, I'm saying that's AAA. That should be the biggest.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying that's how you know we're fucked.
Right,
That's how you know we're completely fucked. That it's like, well, a lot of these people aren't even 800. A lot of them are nearing double that or more.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking insane. Yeah, no, we have to lower the standards. We have to make more original things.
It must be part of an IP that's already successful. Otherwise, how will this thing sell 6 million copies?
Ugh.
So Nintendo slashed production on the Switch 2. They cut it by a third. They plan to produce 6 million units in the first quarter of this year. They cut it to 4 because sales aren't as much as they expected. Remember when, like, January, when IGN called in a bunch of industry analysts to say this wasn't happening and actually Nintendo was fine, and every bit of evidence pointing to the fact that maybe the Switch 2 wasn't going as exactly as Nintendo wanted was wrong?
I hear the Switch 2 is selling really well and has. It is worth noting that this article, the specific one about Switch 2 production being cut, is from Takashi Mochizuki, which is a man whose track record is very erroneous. It is worth noting that. This guy has been wrong on a few different things, but he's been right a couple of times, I think. So I don't know how to feel about this one. Because, yeah, this guy, you know what? I bet if we search his name, it can bring up the exact amount of, like, how many times has he been wrong? Let's see. Yeah, his whole thing is that he's here to break a story about PlayStation and Nintendo that paints them in a bad light. That's what his track record has always been. This is, like, nothing new for him. The thing is that people keep saying, like...
I mean, Nintendo president said last month that overseas sales outside Japan were lower than we expected. So I don't see any reason to think this isn't true.
I don't doubt that they would be reducing.
And also the other thing, which I guess we should maybe say now, because it is tangentially related to this. Which is that Nintendo is cutting the prices of their digital Switch 2 games down from 70 to 60.
Really is 7th gen again.
Which I wonder how retailers are going to take that. Because if you don't know, the reason why none of the savings of a digital game gets passed on to you is because retailers threaten to kill you if you say your digital version is cheaper.
Yep.
But now retailers are so weak compared to Nintendo.
Yes, and
a lot of people, and I saw some people saying, well, isn't this actually them hiking the price? It's like, every single Switch 2 first-party Nintendo game has been $70.
Yeah, except for Mario Kart, which was 80.
Yeah, except for Mario Kart was 80.
Yeah, I think it's pretty cool that they're doing this. I'm actually surprised that they're bold enough to do this. I guess this shows where the power is in the dynamic they held with retailers.
Every industry has to be seeing, like, the effects of like the affordability, the Donny deals destroying, like, causing price increases all across the globe. Like, they have to be seeing that effects everywhere.
Also, it's worth noting, in Japan, the Switch 2 costs way less.
Yes, it does. It is also, like, super locked down to the Japan, so you can't import them. Games are also much cheaper, so it makes sense that everything's well there.
It is funny that this is kind of the replacement for the voucher program this time around, I guess.
I guess.
I don't like being motivated by digital copies, but at the same time, it's like, well, they were starting to do physical ones. Is the dumb download card thing.
Yeah, I'll probably still buy physical when I can. Like, I'm not buying a key card. What's the fucking point of that? I guess if I maybe want to sell it later, but
yeah, selling it and sending it to friends, lending to people, that's the only value, because man, it still is just all the disadvantages of digital combined with all the disadvantages of physical, baby.
Yeah.
But I only really, like, the only games I really usually play on a Nintendo platform are first party Nintendo ones, which I usually don't get rid of, because if I ever want to play it again, it'll still be full price.
Yeah.
Hey, I know a really cool exclusion to this rule, Metroid Prime 4.
So do I. I have another cool exclusion to this rule, Kirby Star Allies.
Oof. Yeah.
Honestly, I felt this way about Donkey Kong.
Oh, that's horrible.
But yeah, no, it'd be really cool if the other console manufacturers would do the same deal for their own first-party games, because they don't have to do the platform cut. They are the platform.
Right.
But yeah, no, that's not going to happen. We're not going to see, Wolverine's $60 digitally.
Which they don't even have the excuse of it's hard to make a physical. It's like, no, it's still just a Blu-ray.
Yeah, no, it costs way less.
If anything, those should go to 60 and the digital should be 50.
Bob's like, give me Wolverine for $50 or kill yourself.
Yes. I am
those are
done
two
dealing with
attractive
these people.
options.
I mean, I feel like that's how the message Sony's going to be getting anyway. Since reminder, they didn't even seem happy with Spider-Man 2's sales, and I think Wolverine costs slightly more.
And I love Wolverine. A lot of people love Wolverine. Something tells me Wolverine won't sell better than Spider-Man 2.
No,
But
probably
who knows?
not.
Maybe it's amazing. Maybe it's fresh. You know, one of the problems with
Sure,
Spider-Man
it'll
2
be
is that
fresh
it's so
and not be
stale.
that exact same Sony game with that exact same Sony writing.
It might be less stale than Spider-Man 2. I don't think this is an
Maybe that's
impossible
the
bar.
only hope.
It's not an impossible bar. Anyway, that does it for the industry burning down segment. It is funny to get raided in the middle of the industry burning down segment. Just imagine you come into a channel and it's Jeff Keighley as Dirk the Daring crying as a wall of fire consumes everyone, and we have to talk about the worst news of the week.
Mm-hmm. It's good stuff. Wait, no, it's terrible.
It
What am I
is.
saying?
It is, and it must be a real shock to come into that. Anyways, thank you for the raid anyway, Sheepy. Bob,
What's up?
I hear we have some news. I would like to talk about some news.
Okay.
You have a lot of news. I have small news, especially since my news was partially stolen. I would like to note, which is funny because I stole it from you. I would like to note the Nintendo Switch 2 games. Games that are $70 in retail that are exclusive to the Nintendo Switch 2, is the way they phrase it, will be cheaper digitally. This starts with Yoshi and the Mysterious Book, which is now
Yeah, it does not
$60
go back.
digital. It doesn't. This is a retroactive thing, motherfucker.
Yeah, it's like, guys, you can change the eShop prices. You're Nintendo. You can do that.
No, sadly,
No.
we cannot.
I
Mario
forgot where
Kart
I
is
left
too
that
perfect.
password.
Wait, what? So no one has access to the eShop prices? That sounds
Yeah,
bad.
that's it's on the internet. It's forever. That's what I hear.
Wow.
Wow.
So hey, does anyone remember the car named Aphila?
No.
I feel like I probably made a shitty joke about it.
Yeah, you probably did.
Oh yeah, I do remember the name Aphila, and we all made like this is a fucking joke. Surely no product would actually be called the Aphila. And yes, it is spelt the way you think, chat. Afeela.
So they still have the page up for this on the website for it. It was a
Misa
car.
Kappa Aphila.
Yes. Jar Jar would
Jesus.
love this car. This is a car that was a collaboration between Sony and Honda. It starts at $90,000. It's a fully electric car. It was going to be able to do PS5 shit, like PS5 remote play from anywhere. Whoa. The dashboard was going to have Astrobot aesthetics.
Let me help you out, Sony. Anybody who would buy this isn't going to have kids in the backseat.
You don't know that? You don't know that 1 second. I have some evidence to prove you wrong. Brace yourself, Chris. Look at this. This is their idea of what it's like to drive the Aphila.
Wow, did they get that from Sora?
What the
See,
fuck?
This is first of all, what is the obsession with giving electric cars shitty steering wheels? We kind of solved this fucking problem, you dumb assholes.
Yeah, I thought Honda was above that. Good lord.
A lot of people just started aping Tesla stuff in a way that
God, I'm
is
so sick
incredibly
of
stupid.
that company. We're gonna do the thing this other company did. Does it make any fucking sense? No.
Okay. Oh man, this website is wild. This website is wild. I'm not hugely one to turn a normal podcast into me browsing on a website. That's generally something we save for people who worked on Blood Omen and are now trying to scam you on Steam.
Did we even do that on podcast? I thought we did that after.
Yeah, because it was too
No, we
big.
did that
We needed to show all the
Oh yeah,
AI merch.
we just started shitting our pants because it was so embarrassing.
It's like, please buy this coffee mug of a vampire I generated using AI. So I can't believe this shit. I have to show you all this. Co-hosts, Viewers, sorry, listeners, brace yourselves for the amazing Afila website that is supposed to give you the feeling of how cool it is to be in your Afila.
What?
At the theaters. No one's looking.
Wait.
So we zoom
Why
out
is
from
that?
They're actually at the theater. Ignore the thing inside that shows they
I was
were
like,
driving
that doesn't
somewhere.
line up.
That was a trick. But that's the thing. This isn't all.
This is an infinite zoom. Yeah.
Billboard for you out at the cool Venice Beach skate park from a Tony Hawk game, and the world is like that.
Does this?
Wow.
Can you scroll out more?
But in fact, you
More.
are driving a spaceship because you're an epic gamer girl. And
With
What?
with text
Where's the
above
car?
that definitely wasn't AI generated.
and then whoa,
And it-
what is? Oh, that was all
Oh
happening
my
on a
god!
desk.
This is
And we're-
oh my god!
We're
We're in the
creatives. We're at the creative studio.
Why is
Still
there
a car, right?
There's a knockoff? Jesus, that lady on the left. She looks like she's from Kappa Mikey, but wrong.
Yeah.
Somewhere between Kappa Mikey
Or-
and Sugar Neko Kidinyan.
Yes.
keep zooming out. I need to get it to the point where it's
Oh my
inside the
God.
eye of a dying man.
Subscribe.
Subscribe.
That's how it
To
ends.
what?
It's not even clickable. Oh, it is clickable.
And then it takes you to a regular car website. Good lord.
But yeah, anyways, the Fila car is very cool. It's very cool. Anyways, they canceled this thing only a few months before they were supposed to ship it to people. Because they were taking
Wow.
pre-orders and shit.
Wow, they must have been like, wait a second, we made the thing aping the Teslas. Everyone hates those, actually.
I have to assume at some point Sony is like, our contribution of a Gran Turismo derived AI for the driving is not helping anyone. And Honda's like, yeah, why the fuck are we doing this? Because that was actually part of them announcing it, was like, oh, in our AI we developed for Gran Turismo, it's going to help this car drive down a normal ass road.
Sure.
No.
Someone in chat says, I hope to never be the kind of person who pre-orders a car. I don't have such aspirations, because if I can do that, that means I have shitloads of money.
Right?
I could see myself pre-ordering an electric car, like if it's like, well, I need a new car, and this is the electric car that will be work it.
But here's the thing. I don't want to be the first person to try out a fucking electric car that's supposed to be important enough to pre-order, right? Like, think about that.
Can you
real quick.
pre-order normal ones? Like, are you going to be able to can you pre-order like whatever the newest model of the Ford F-150 Lightning is?
I don't know. I don't know how much of a delay there is between them actually announcing it and you being able to buy one. Thus, what a normal pre-order window is. I mostly know of that just from Tesla doing pre-order windows that are years long a lot of the time.
Yeah, I know it's regular cars for a while there when we had that shortage back during COVID.
Yeah.
It was like, oh no, you need to pre-order the car that's already released to actually make sure you get one at that dealership in a month.
Yeah, that's what I had to do with my car. I don't know if that's normal for like yearly releases. Like if you went to get an Elantra now, could you be like, can I pre-order next year's? Like at what point can you pre-order? I don't know.
I don't know.
Isn't the Ford F-150 Lightning discontinued? I think that is the case. I think chat's right on.
They have something that's going to replace it.
Is it, in fact, creatives working in a studio that is, in fact, staring at a spaceship, that is, in fact, staring at a skate park, that is, in fact, staring at a car, that is, in fact, at a drive-in theater, but instead gaming?
But the now what you need to
bright-ass
you need
screens.
to understand about the Ford F-150 Lightning is that it was actually super popular, but Ford dealers refused to carry them because they thought they were woke, and that is not a joke. Huge amounts of private Ford dealers were just like, we're not carrying any electric cars.
Cool.
Wow.
It's a great country.
Great.
We sure
incredible.
do need to get rid of every law that prevents car dealerships, car manufacturers from just selling them to you.
We really do.
Yep.
But
We do not need this extra layer.
What? I don't. What do you? Why would you say that? Think of all the benefits you've gotten from dealerships existing.
That one episode of Aqua Teen Hunger Force was slightly funnier.
God damn it, Bob! It wasn't even you this time.
Yeah, this is messed up.
That's fucked up, man. When does it stop?
Never.
Never.
Oh, God. Moving on. Hey, Aggro.
And I already made an Aqua Teen joke this episode.
God! Oh, Aggro, say your fucking news.
So much has been made of Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness hitting Nintendo's online. I have to admit, I didn't know that game existed until it was announced for Nintendo's online. I was like, I owned a GameCube. What the fuck is this?
Fair.
So apparently, it's got some problems crashing, and
okay.
apparently when it crashes, it deletes your save file.
What the fuck?
Oh.
Wait.
What?
Yup.
What?
Nintendo made a tweet in Japanese. They're like, yeah, we've heard this is happening. Maybe just use the quick save in the suspend menu while we figure out what the fuck is going on.
Oh, God, Jesus. That's fucking insane. Hey, real quick, Bob.
What's up?
Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness, that's a GameCube game, right?
Yeah.
And GameCube games originally came out at $50, right?
Yeah.
But Pokemon Fire Red and Leaf Green are $35 or $30 Game Boy Advance games, right?
Yes.
So
I guess.
why is this free with the Nintendo Super sub, but the other one's $20?
Well, you see, those are real Pokemon games that we can actually sell.
But this is real too.
No.
No.
We just went over it. I didn't even know it was real. They didn't
No,
even
it's
know it
real.
existed.
It's
It's not
real.
a new gen of Pokemon. It's Pokemon XD RAR.
It's Pokemon XD RAR.
Yeah, you play as some kid from a Battle Network game.
I mean, you're
You
not,
do.
You're not wrong. You're
He
not
looks like a
wrong.
rival, though, not like a main character.
He looks like he has allowed apes to escape.
A little. Hey, Chris, we're moving to you for the rest of the news.
Okay, High on Life 2 for Switch 2 delayed to June 9th. No shit, I saw how the end of that game ran.
This is so funny because I love bringing up that Borderlands 4 also was like a Switch 2 version's coming. Actually, no, it
Whoops.
isn't. Whoops.
Uh-oh.
But at least this was only
UE5.
delayed about 2 months. Not even two full months, about 6 weeks.
Where it sounds like Borderlands 4 just ain't fucking shipping.
Yeah.
Borderlands 4 had to walk,
oh
so
my
Borderlands
God,
4
they
could
moved-
maybe run.
They moved it from 420 to 6.9.
Oh, that's funny. I
Come
didn't
on.
notice the 6.9 part.
Stupid.
I
Come
don't
on.
know. It's unclear if this also affects the PS5 physical version. Xbox just ain't getting a fucking physical version.
Well, yeah,
That makes
of course
sense,
not.
given
It's on
that
Game Pass.
consoles-
Nobody will ever buy it anyway.
Yeah, also releasing physical on Xbox is a goddamn nightmare. You have to get a certain amount of order to get to get it approved at all, and it's a really big number. Ugh. Let's move on.
Okay. Devil May Cry 5 Demon Hunter Edition rated for Switch 2 in Taiwan. I presume this is the start of company just being like, put it on Switch 2. Add like
mean-
a costume if we have to.
Yeah, they already got 3 fucking Resident Evils on the Switch 2. In less
Yeah.
than a year of the Switch 2 being out. That's insane.
I wonder if I will buy it again. I probably will, just cause.
You know, outside of the PS5 and series version, that should be a really great way to play that game.
Yeah, I
The
wonder if
Switch 2 is
they'll
the
have to
hard
take out Demon or the Sparta Legendary Dark Knight mode. I wonder if they'll have to take that out because it just spawns tons and tons of enemies.
Oh, I wonder. Switch 2 is pretty strong. It's not as strong as these consoles, but it's stronger than the Series S in many ways.
Right.
I don't know. That specific way, it may be weaker, actually. We now go to Bob for more news.
In the year 2026, a Pat Labor game has been announced.
Holy damn.
Yeah. called Patlabor: The Case Files. It's going to be on PS5 and PC. It's developed by Chime Corporation, which I didn't really hear about before, but they've been doing basically anime tie-in games since the PS2 when they did Cowboy Bebop.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And more recently, they've done a game based on Made in Abyss and ReZero. So they've been keeping busy. I have no idea if this game will be any good, but it's kind of wild to see Patlabor in full 3D like this.
Watch the trailer. Still have no idea what kind of game it is.
Yeah, basically. I don't think they even gave a date. They're just like, yep, it's coming. I assume they'll try and line it up with that new Patlabor TV series that's starting, which I believe is this year.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see. A new Cotton game was also announced. Cotton Rock with You. It comes out August 6th in Japan. It will have English language support though. And these games have come to the regular like US platforms as well. So I would expect it within a few months to do that. But it's going to be PS5, Switch 2, and PC. This one's set in Japan, and it has characters from other series, weirdly. So you can play as Izuna from Izuna, Legend of the Unemployed Ninja.
Wow.
A very popular and important
Incredibly.
DS game, I assure you.
Yes.
Umahara Kawase.
Whoa! Everybody loves Umahara Kawase.
She rides on a giant fish.
Dope.
And Saiva Ray? Or Rai? Which is a character based on the aircraft from Cyveriar 3, which is a shmup that comes out this May.
Perfect.
And apparently a sequel to a classic Success Corporation game, Cyveria from 2000, which I was on arcades.
Fancy.
So that's neat. We've had more leaks from various rating boards. So Sonic Frontiers Definitive Edition was rated in Korea.
Has to be the exact same thing as like Switch 2. Put it on the Switch 2.
Right.
Maybe we'll put that DLC that was free into the base, like onto the card, except it'll be a key card, so no, we won't.
Well, presumably it also bundle this edition and release some other stuff too. We'll see. I wonder if they'll add anything
crank
else.
up the price.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they'll make the shit in that downloadable content not the jankiest thing in a Sonic game ever.
I wouldn't count on it.
Skimming our document today, I lost track of this next news story, and I was like, I must have imagined that. There's no fucking way I read that.
EverQuest Legends is announced for PC. This uses the classic, like, original graphics, zones, spell effects, loot, and music. And is designed for solo play. But you can also play with up to 4 people for regular play and 8 players for the raids.
And this is supposed to be the original EverQuest.
Yes. It launches this July, and they add multi-classing, so each character should have up to 3 classes, which I assume is a way that you can actually make it playable. It's only one person.
Well, shit, I'm certainly interested in checking it out.
Right?
EverQuest was the sicko thing. Like, people remember that Vanilla WoW had the sicko 40-man raids.
Mm-hmm.
EverQuest had 72-man raids.
Yeah,
the fact that-
EverQuest was the freak game.
Right, but it also basically made that genre what it is.
did,
So
100%.
I have to respect it.
Oh yeah, no, hell yeah.
You know how
EverQuest was fucking based.
You know how like first-person shooters after Doom were called Doom clones? That's basically what EverQuest was for MMOs. Like, it really was the first definitive huge watershed moment for MMOs. Because there were first-person shooters before Doom. It's
Right.
Like, there's Wolfenstein 3D and other shit too, but this led to things like, you know, your amazing what was it, Champions of Norath? Is that console MMO? There was a console EverQuest, and I'm trying to remember what was the PS2 EverQuest? I'm looking it up.
Yeah, because Yeah,
Is
the
it
Champions
just-
Norris was their
Here we
Baldur's
go.
Gate-like game.
EverQuest Online Adventures. We have to show this box art. I would go to prison if I saw this and did not let our audience gaze upon the glory of the PS2 EverQuest box art. Look at that shit.
Dude, I fucking want to play that. What the hell?
Yeah, no, it looks so dope. Just don't worry about what the game actually looks like. You don't even. That's not even what this is about.
That is so fucking cool. Anyways, I can tell you from experience. See, my brother, he used to be a beta player for games. He got into betas all the time. This is how the whole fucking thing looked from what I saw.
Which is actually a market improvement over original EverQuest graphics.
Thank you, Sony Online Entertainment, creators of amazing games such as Untold Legends.
But in recent years, horribly betrayed by Sony.
Yeah, they split up from Sony. They're no longer called Sony Online Entertainment. And God, they tried to make it. Do you remember when they were like, we will figure out how to make EverQuest into Minecraft?
Yeah, God, I forgot that was
That was
EverQuest. I just remember that was some big
Oh, yeah,
MMO that was trying that.
That was EverQuest. They were trying to do that with EverQuest. They were like, it'll work. We're here to announce it will not work at all.
No.
We're sorry we thought it would.
We can't go talk about EverQuest without talking about EverQuest 2 and its incredible innovation of the slash pizza command.
Slash pizza. Yep. I did not know that Sony Online Entertainment made The Matrix Online.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know that either.
I forgot that existed.
Oh, it was originally released by someone else and then they acquired it post-release. Okay, that makes way more sense. Okay.
Like almost every franchise got some weird, shitty little.
Uh-huh.
MMO, like
EverQuest
like Shin Megami
Next.
Tensei got one.
It's true.
Yeah, I actually played a little bit of that.
Yeah, EverQuest Next.
That's where the good old buy this or I'll kill myself with Jack Frost is from.
I guess we should move on.
We should move on.
But Star Fox. Are you excited?
What about him?
Oh, he's in the Star Wars, the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Sorry,
He looks wrong.
Bob, his name's Fox McCloud. His name isn't Star Fox.
no, it's
Like,
Star Fox. He's the leader of Star Fox.
He just fucking looks incorrect.
1 second.
Like, I don't know why they forgot how Fox is supposed to look, or nobody from Nintendo stopped them, but he looks wrong. Sorry.
I mean, this is just what Illumination does to a Fox man.
Oh, okay, but like, in my opinion, like a very core trait of Fox's design is that he doesn't have a big pronounced snoot. It's like he has like a more shallow, like pointy face. And in this, like if you colored him gray, he'd just be Star Wolf.
Look, they're trying to make him look like animated film anthropomorphic characters.
Yes, I know, but don't do that.
Well, they did that.
I know I shouldn't be so worked up about a character that hasn't had a good game in 30 years.
Yeah.
Maybe they have one in development, then that's why this is here.
That'd sure be nice.
That'd be nice.
God, he really needs a good game. It'll be so funny.
Let me be clear. Don't make it somehow Star Fox 64 again.
Yeah, no.
We've had enough of that.
Man, it'll be so funny if they do have it come out this year. Like if it's hidden that well and it's that close, because it gets to do that thing where it would come out and literally now we are finally getting the indie games that are trying to be Star Fox and they both hit the same year as a real new Star Fox game. That'd be enormously funny. And that's how that sort of thing keeps working out. Like that Rhythm Heaven knockoff game was announced before they even did announce a new Risen Heaven, and now it released the same year is the new Risen Heaven.
So, Chris, would you be happier if somehow he looked like the bad guys? Would that be a better Fox McCloud for you if he looked like the bad guys?
No.
Okay. I love how many chat members. That's not a fox. That's a wolf. I had a friend for my whole life, like a long time. I've been friends with him, 20 years, and almost 20 years. They never got analogies. One day, someone explained, "Did you know one of the things with autism is that literally metaphor and analogy just doesn't work. You can't." They go, that's not exactly the same thing, so it doesn't work. And I'm like, oh.
God.
That was some real, I thought this was like a quirk with them specifically. Oops.
Right. Not just, I see.
This is, you explained gravity to me in that moment. That's crazy.
God, what other... This really does open up like that movie to have literally anything in it.
I mean, yeah, I think it's fucking funny that we get one Mario movie that gets to be a Mario movie. And by the time we get to the second, they're like, fuck it, it's Smash Bros. What the fuck?
Yeah, it strikes me as impossible that the Steezer, the stinger at the end of the credits won't be some kind of Smash setup.
Mm-hmm.
Which makes the live action Zelda movie a little strange, in my opinion. But I guess they can just forcibly convert that poor man into being a cartoon character. Although the idea of a Smash movie where Link is just live action and it's like Who Framed Roger Rabbit is pretty funny.
Yeah, no, that would be kind of incredible.
Yeah, that's what that would be the ideal. The ideal is he stays human and they're all cartoons. That's
I need funny. Captain N to show up though.
That is, I've said this before. The moment a Captain N project shows up, Nintendo's washed.
It's true.
Over.
Absolutely.
They are Disney. We're getting the Rise of Skywalker, but Nintendo.
So chat specifically to make this work at all, because it didn't work when it was a wolf. They don't want to see these other characters and imagine. They wanted me to show the girl fox lady from the bad guy, so there you go. Is this better, Chris, as Fox McCloud?
I need to see her in profile so I can get it, because the nose is really what is wrong with Illumination Fox.
Well, that's amazing because the image I saved before this one was actually her in sort of profile. Does this help? Have you figured out anything based on?
That's closer than what they made. That's closer than the Fox we got.
For some reason, Spiff is just saying, why wouldn't you just show the Zootopia Fox everyone wants to fuck?
I don't think everybody wants to fuck the Zootopia Fox. I feel like that's a more niche group than a lot of furry things.
Now, I made a statement like this to you once. And it was about Scar in that second fucking Lion King movie. Your ass misquoted me on Twitter as saying, no one wants to fuck that.
Nope. I misquoted Dan Video Games. They're not here right now.
Oh, that's right. That's true. Never mind.
I think that was all done by some guy called Mr. Feel. I have no idea who that is.
Yeah,
this argument
that's somebody's
was
dead
between
name.
two dead people.
Yeah. If you don't agree with that, you'll start being banned from chats.
This one easy trick. They're banned for an amazing reason. I did love the correction, the follow-up tweet that just says paraphrased. That was really good. Oh, man. Anyways, what the fuck are we talking about? I just showed a fucking cartoon fox lady.
Fox
right. We were talking about
the
a Mario movie that features non-Mario characters, right?
That comes out next week, which is... I still come like, what do you mean? It's already... That's weird, right?
It's next week because the real fools for April Fools are us as we go to the theater to watch a Mario movie that features non-Mario characters. Motherfuckers made Smash Bros. And tricked us.
God. I guess they're like, it's in space. We could do that.
So you put Star Fox there, but you could also put Samus there. But
You
I feel
could.
like they may not be brave enough.
They really shouldn't do that, but I guess Star Fox a little bit closer in tone to Mario than Metroid, just a little.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But I guess we should move on.
We should move on.
So Pragmata put out a tweet.
Yeah.
That's teasing something with Mega Man. It's kind of cryptic,
Oh yeah.
but it just says, everyone says I remind them of someone. I want to take a guess at who it is, and it's a picture of Pragmata Girl and a blurry Mega Man. And so we might be getting something Mega Man related in that game. I assume some sort of crossover item, but I don't know.
Yeah,
Could be another
maybe
weird
something
costume.
like the Buster in Dead Rising.
Right.
Or we finish the game and your main character's name was Dr. Light.
Yeah,
Hikari.
Wow, I sure fell in love with an AI life form. I should shove my child into a Tamagotchi. Is that normal for you as a thought process? Man, I'm so excited to play a game that isn't Mega Man and also isn't Mighty Number 9 next month.
Definitely. No Mega Man references in that game at all, I'm sure.
Nope.
We got a lot of fighting game news this week. Street Fighter 6 Alex is getting some story adjustments.
Oh, we're adjusting his story. Was it safe on? Was he too safe?
Yeah, we're getting some patch notes, some hot fixes for Alex's story.
Oh, okay, we're fixing Alex. Well, that seems like the best for humanity.
They say, quote, "We plan to revise certain text passages that may have been misleading in the near future." So yeah, they're not changing that graphic they made of the baby. Which I looked at that again. I was like, wait, what is the age gap even supposed to be? Because the middle picture looks like it's them both in the same high school. I'm like, what?
I went and checked on the wiki. It's only like 5 years.
That image doesn't look like 5.
I know it does not.
That's what the wiki fucking says, though. Because there is a timeline for this franchise. These characters had canonical birth dates before.
Mm-hmm.
This is so fucking funny.
It's hilarious.
I saw Danimal Cannon, video game composer and member of Metroid Metal and Arm Cannon, just be like, I stopped paying attention to Street Fighter for 2 weeks. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, what's this incest
Well, nothing
patch?
now.
Incest patch? What the fuck? This shit's great. They should change nothing. They should move on.
They should make it more explicit.
Yes.
It should actually be his real sister.
It's so good that they just came in like the Catholic Church and they're like, they were never really related.
Okay. Thank you for the clarification.
Penny Parker was announced for Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls. So that's neat.
Yeah, the Spider-Man team is real fucking weird. The X-Men team all make Wolverine, Storm, the X-Room, and Magic makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
The Spider-Man team is Spider-Man, Penny Parker. I don't know how I feel about a multiverse one being on there, but whatever. She's popular now, I guess. Miss Marvel makes sense, and Star-Lord. What? Because his name is Peter?
Yeah, I don't know why Star-Lord's in there. They just probably ran out of places to put him, and he's a zany fun guy. And this is the zany fun.
When you
team.
say something is for the girls and the gays, can you also say include me, Star-Lord?
Wait, why does Miss Marvel make more sense?
Because she's a New York level street hero, just like Spider-Man, and they interact sometimes.
Okay.
Now, I saw this diagram on Blue Sky. It explains everything. There you go.
There you go.
There you go. There you
Wow.
fucking go.
Another thing they announced about Tokon is apparently it has a sum system. So no matter what 4 characters you choose, it will make up a like they have sought out a team name for that.
That is clever. That's also that's always my favorite part of like these hyper fighter type things. Although this one isn't even a crossover; it's just Marvel. But I always liked, like, I really do like all the weird endings in Marvel vs. Capcom 3, where it's like, yeah, Nova joined with all the Mega Man characters, so now here's all the Mega Man characters kitted out in Nova Force and stuff like that. Oh, and Dante showing up to Darkstalkers like, I'm gonna beat this dude Jetta's ass.
He's not wrong. We also got info for Guilty Gear Strive. Jam Kurataberry and RoboKai were both announced. We got a real trailer for Jam.
What the fuck did they do to RoboKai?
Yeah, Jam has a cute rabbit everyone likes, and RoboKai has a horrible hairstyle everyone dislikes.
They fucked my man's all up.
I think it's funny.
Jam looks neat. I'm not really a fan of her redesign. I don't really like the white coat.
Am I seeing this right? 1 second. Is this how RoboKai looks now?
Yes, that's him.
Oh my god, I've been seeing that around. That's RoboKai?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He looks like some deadbeat Yakuza.
Yes.
Yeah, he does.
It's very funny.
I guess this is I guess that like they have to redesign him pretty good because it's not like the old days where he could be mostly using assets from Kai.
Jesus fuck. This dude literally, Bob, as you were saying that, I'm like, this is a drug dealer at the local laundromat.
Yes, which I is a fan of RoboKai. I agree with.
Oh man, that's amazing. I don't know. I feel like they should have just gone all in on this.
That is very funny.
Just have him drive around like that, high five people to death.
He shows up in like this for Venom, right? I think that's where this thing is from.
I'm not sure.
I think he just shows up as a head.
Yeah, but he's got like these tiny treadmills because this is an actual picture from the game. I'm pretty sure.
I can't remember if he shows up as a move or if he's only there in intro and outro.
People are confirming that is for Venom.
Okay.
Still haven't watched that third Venom film.
Oh my god.
Wait, Bob, gun to your
Man, I
head.
even haven't watched that.
Bob, gun to your head. Venom 3 or woman film?
One or
Fuck is
two.
woman
for
film?
Woman film.
It's the Wonder Woman. You literally laughed your ass off in Game of the Year because that's what I wrote down the Wonder Woman film says. Because the Fox's side channel named
Oh,
the
right.
Woman Game based on a dipshit YouTube comment she got once.
So yeah, woman film 1 or 2.
2.
Two.
Venom 3 versus sorry, Woman Film 2 or Woman Film 1984.
I expect Venom 3 to be bad because it's based on a story I don't think is very good. But Wonder Woman 2 has Donald Trump as the antagonist, and that has to be the most insufferable movie ever made.
I saw nothing but people like saying that movie is terrible. Like I didn't see a single positive thing about that one. I'd probably still watch it over Venom 3 though.
Wow.
Well, good news, Bob. You're watching both.
Oh, no.
I knew it. I knew I couldn't get out.
The illusion of choice.
Well, you watch Venom 3, and then you've watched all the Sony Marvel films. You're ready for their reboot of the Sony Marvel films.
I'm still surprised they wanted to reboot it completely. I would keep the Venom films because people seem to like those at all.
I assume that, considering that third, like what the story of that third one supposedly is based on, I assume they just end it.
Oh yeah, that's probably true. Yeah.
I'm sure Tom Hardy has something else he would like to be doing.
Yeah, no, Tom Hardy's way too good an actor for those movies.
Come on, be nice.
I am being nice to Tom Hardy.
Yeah, he's being.
I don't
very
know.
nice
Like,
to
I don't
Tom
know.
Hardy.
Like, what are they gonna Are they just gonna reboot Venom? Because they certainly aren't fucking rebooting Morbius or Madam Web or Craven the Hunter.
I assume they're doing whatever next villain's on the chopping block, and that's their reboot. But I don't know.
I think they have I've never understood who they do and don't have.
No, that is confusing. But yeah, they definitely have a few more.
The Mysterio movie could be good.
They don't have him because he showed up in one of the newer Spider-Man movies.
That was so long ago now. That's like 6-7 years ago at this point.
I don't know what the deal is because I was like, I figured they just didn't have the license at all because he was over there. But maybe
I think there's something where like if Disney wants to use them, they can't, but there might be a timer on it. I really don't know. I mean, they just fucking had the Vulture show up in a Morbius.
yeah, that's true.
Intriguing.
The Electro movie.
We already.
God, it's all such dog shit. There's none of those guys would work. Like Venom was the closest they got.
Yeah, no, Venom's the only one that actually makes 100%.
And they
sense.
probably shouldn't have even made a Venom 3, considering the only Venom villain anybody really gives a shit about is Carnage, and you did him in Venom 2.
Anyway, Guilty Gear Strive
Yay.
version 2.0 is also coming up.
Wow.
It adds new mechanics and special moves. It also adds outfits, accessories, and battle UI options. They did show Kai's original sword was one of the accessories. Kind of neat. And also short stories and seasonal rewards, which is kind of worrying because they phrase it kind of like a battle pass. I'm like, dude, really?
You all bought this game during COVID. It is now the forever game.
Yep. That comes out April 9th alongside Jam. And all I could think watching that was like, man, you really should just make a new Guilty Gear and like keep these characters you've made and make a new game entirely, because every part of the way Guilty Gear Strive works outside of the fight is terrible. Like even the openings of the fight where it's like I'm panning over the desert for half a minute before the fight starts.
Did Strive have a PS4 version?
Yeah.
I believe so. Yeah.
Yeah, so you should probably make one that doesn't have that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm of the opinion that you should throw out all the characters and make a game that looks different, but I understand that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Not as much as you
Honestly,
think,
there's only a few that I'm like, bro, you got to go back. You
Not
gotta
as much as any
redesign
modern AAA game.
right?
And then the last bit of fighting game news. Id is teased to be in Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rise.
Good.
Wait, who is?
I like id.
Id.
Who?
The main the one of the characters from Grand Blue Grand Blue
Nero.
Relinked.
But what is it?
Who's on first? Who? No, I'm asking you who's on first.
No, that's awesome. It's great.
No, the classic 60s sci-fi movie Mystery of the Id.
Oh.
Oof.
Oh.
And
Anyways,
now all we got left is the Xbox Partner Showcase.
Let's get to it. I can't believe they announced it. Ladies and gentlemen, Hunter the Reckoning Deathwish.
Too many titles.
I can't believe memeing Hunter the Reckoning for all these years has fucking paid off. It really does pay to never forgive your older brother for bad taste.
No, well, I'm worried this isn't paid off. This is backfired.
Oh? Why is that? What? What happened?
It's just it's a kind of generic looking first-person shooter now. I don't know. It's not even exciting.
Oh, this is like what happened to Gungrave.
Well, you'll have to find out once it comes out.
We will.
I don't know. This trailer was really great because I spent the whole time going, why is this cop not drawn his gun yet?
And
Oh.
once again,
Yeah.
like I keep saying, every time Hunter the Reckoning comes up, I'm like, isn't that? No, I'm thinking of Hunted the Demon Forge.
Yeah, that's different. That's a
That's
different
different.
thing. My brother did not buy that game. Let us be clear. Do not confuse the brother buying bad games out of bad taste. But these games probably are equal.
Maybe in that whatever fucked up incorrect backwards compatibility update they're doing later this year, they'll include Hunt at the Demon Forge.
Anyways, you kill vampiric police officers. It comes out summer 2027.
At least, that part's exciting. They realized, hey, maybe the police should be the bad guys.
Hunter Reckoningman, you killed that vampiric police officer. He was vampiric?
Wuthering Waves coming to Xbox in July.
Man, Xbox truly had fucking nothing, huh?
No.
But please be
I can't
excited
believe they were bothering.
for The Expanse, Osiris Reborn. Please clap.
Why? You've released several games called The Expanse. I'm no longer excited.
Not a fan of expansion. Got it. Third-person shooter in space with dialogue choices. More grounded-looking Mass Effect. Spring 2027 beta this April using Gen AI in development. They promise it won't be in the final game.
Wow.
But we have to use it for development.
We have to.
Very
It's so
necessary,
efficient.
and we're totally going to get it all out because the fact that we're using it in the first place means we care so much about it not ending up in the final game.
Grave Seasons. It's a farming cozy game, but with a dark and evil twist. Demo soon. Full game out August 14th. Serious Sam Shatterverse.
Ooh.
And wake me up when it's Shatnerverse. It's a multiverse of Serious Sams. It is
Ooh.
also a pick 3 roguelike.
Honk, swoosh, 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 me. Honk, swoosh, swoosh, me.
Co-op multiplayer 2026.
Yeah, no, they did everything they could to just kill that. It's basically a game we've talked about they should make for Duke Nukem, but then it's a pick 3 roguelike for no reason.
Yeah, it's like, oh, this is a game I kept memeing Duke should get. That, like, literally, that would be life-changing if Duke got the multiverse game. And then it's like, it's Serious Sam. And I'm like, that's okay still. Roguelike, pick 3.
Let me be clear.
Uh-huh.
I have said some hateful things about Randall Pitchford III.
Randall.
Those will all be kind niceties if they announce a fucking Duke Nukem roguelike.
Roguelike? Really? Why do you want the Duke roguelike?
No, I'm saying if they announce that, that will cause me to say such hideous things about Randall Pitchford III.
Oh. I mean, if he gets the multiverses Duke game made, I might forgive him.
It'd be all be for nothing if it's a roguelike.
Oh, yeah,
all for
if it's
nothing.
a roguelike, it doesn't count. I'll still play it, but it doesn't count. Stranger Than Heaven shows off more visceral looking combat with a tighter third-person camera than Yakuza. It has 5 time periods, 1915, 1929, 1943, 1951, and 1965. Commodore Ocho. More info.
That's interesting.
Matrix.
I do wonder what like the structure of this game are going to be. Like, is it going to be a more linear thing? Because I can't imagine them having made a bunch of different eras that are all fully explorable, and also that obviously limits like when you can do things if the time period is obviously changing. Like, I don't think there'll be a way to go back. That would be weird.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really not sure how they're going to structure this, because they said each time period's got its own city.
But maybe it's like a smaller city and more limited and like has less side stuff. Or maybe there'll be a magic book like Final Fantasy 15 that lets you go back in time.
More info.
I imagine
May 6th at a dedicated Xbox show.
Or maybe they just won't. This specifically a dedicated thing for this.
Yes, for this.
So Xbox isn't doing a second show a month before they normally do their summer one.
No.
But I like maybe they just won't care like Rise of the Ronin. Like you changed where you were, that also changed the time period.
They might do something like that. It's not hard to come up with a better story like explanation for that sort of thing than Rise of the Ronin or Final Fantasy 15. 2 games that basically don't feel done.
Super Meat Boy 3D was shown again. It's out March 31st. Wait a minute. That's 5 days from now.
Yep.
What the fuck? Huh. Forever ago. Old man goes on a vacation remembering his dead wife. Game. Thank you, Bob. Fall
You have to be
2026.
sure. It might be a movie. I don't know.
Yeah, I think that's a movie at least. Ascend to Zero. Sci-fi Hades-like with time-stop powers and voxel-looking graphics out July 13th. Listeners, Dispatch wasn't on Xbox.
Yeah, that's so strange.
No one mentioned this. Literally no one. No one cares. No one owns an Xbox. No one is limited to an Xbox who plays games and talks to people about it. That is what I'm convinced.
I think you could just stop nobody's limited to an Xbox. Like, unless the only game they play is Call of Duty, probably. And FIFA.
ADS, Alien Deathstorm. It's an FPS set on a windy alien planet with aliens. Capital A, parentheses, not xenomorphs. It's made by Rebellion. Didn't Rebellion
Who makes alien games?
I was like, what
and Predator games. So I watched the whole trailer and be like, where's the Predator? Where's the actual, oh, this is your own thing? Are you sure?
Yes. Go ahead and sue us, Fox.
No, look, now, I'm sorry, Rebellion. You just said our game is on a windy planet and it's full of, like, flags and shit waving because obviously you want to show off the wind. TAA exists, so I won't be playing your game.
Oh. It's okay.
Before we go further, I want to talk about how this thing is presented. It's all done in this. It's the style they've been using for years now, where there's just a generic announcer voice between some trailers.
Mm-hmm.
And then after they show a few trailers, they go to one of these wrap-up screens for what you just saw to let you know how good that announcement was. Like, oh, that was a release date reveal. This was a release window reveal. And also, check out Stranger Than Heaven. That is getting its own separate event later. It's like, God, this is so soulless, it hurts.
Frog Squad coming to Xbox in June. It's a 4-player party game where you're frogs who collect stuff.
Yeah, we saw this a little while ago. I think it might by people who previously worked on Fall Guys.
Somehow, Bluey has returned. Bluey's Happy Snaps is a Bluey photo-taking game out fall 2026. Glad Xbox could get this hot exclusive.
How
is this?
Yeah, why is this here?
Show? I don't know. I have no idea. This show has stuff that's clearly made for an adult audience. What are you doing?
People like Bluey.
Stalker 2 was next. Stalker 2 Cost of Hope. They've got a brain in a tube.
This is DLC, right? Because Real Stalker 2 came out already. Okay.
Yes, this is DLC. Honestly, They fooled me because the whole trailer was like, oh, this is like some cool 7th gen style shooter. And then it puts up Stalker 2. I'm like, oh, it sucks. Okay, never mind.
As I recall, it especially eats ass on the fucking Xbox because
I bet. There's no way
UE5 game.
Yeah, there's no way that works.
Summer 2026. Musa, which is like Moo and SA. Musa, Dirty Fate is an ancient Korean action Korea-based action game. This is really hard to say. Ancient Korea-based action game. Do you think there's someone somewhere who's like, this game's America-based?
Yes, of course.
This is out 2027.
God. Dirty Fate is hilarious to me for some reason. I'm like,
you can't escape Dirty Fate. The Eternal Life of Goldman again. Demo out now. Coming out this year. Vaunted. It's an XCOM-like sci-fi tactical RPG with 3 main characters that are all aliens. Apparently, the trailer's trying really hard to pretend it's a shooter. 2026.
Yeah, it really wants to fool you. It's got that classic, we're at an Xbox show, pretend it's a shooter feel.
Mm-hmm.
And Hades 2... Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, the game looks pretty cool, though. That each character is actually some weird-looking alien, which is always fun.
And Hades 2 is finally coming to Xbox and PS5 April 14th. That's like 2.5 weeks. Whoa. See, I knew that shit wasn't on PS5. People cared.
Right? It was, in fact, kind of a big deal. It was exclusive to the Switch, too.
And crazily enough, final announcement, Artificial Detective. An android detective tries to solve the disappearance of humanity. It's a third-person shooter with evil cubes that infect other robots for him to fight and are probably a Grey Goo sort of thing that wiped out humans. 2027.
I think those were triangles.
Were they triangles?
Cubes and triangles. I thought they were bows, but maybe they were only triangles.
I swear we've seen a teaser for this before because I
swear
remember
we
the
have.
half robot deer.
I swear we saw a teaser for this. I'm looking it up. None of these Steam images show triangles or cubes. At least not that I could tell. Anyways, that's Artificial Detective. It is on things. And that's it. We did it.
Yeah.
We're good. We made it through. They did announce a new RPG maker. I don't think we need to.
They did. It has HD2D shit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, did they show it visually?
Yeah, they did. I think.
That's funny.
Yeah, they did.
Good for them.
So backlash to that aesthetic is gonna speed up. Is already starting to happen because they released so goddamn many of those.
Yeah, no, I've been seeing people upset.
Especially
about
a
that
lot
for
of them
years
look
now.
very, very samey. Did you see the guys from New Blood shit talking DLSS?
Yes.
5?
Yeah, mhm.
That's so good.
I would like to read the quote from them on this podcast.
Is it the one with about frame rate?
They
Is it the
have,
one about what gamers actually want?
they have they have a lot of things. They said it's a really, really good.
They specifically shit all over TAA. I'm so happy actual industry people are doing this now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I love this
it's
quote.
important.
The past, I don't even know how many years of graphical advancements, in quotation marks, have been a massive disappointment where frame rate, visual clarity, responsiveness, and affordability are the prices we've paid for tech that theoretically someday we promise will look great, just so as long as you don't pay close attention to all those artifacts or the ghosting or how much input latency you feel or how blurry those moving leaves look or the screaming noise your GPU is making or the price of RAM or the impending global water wars or the it just keeps going.
God.
Yeah, no. It's really great listening to these two people talk about how much just shit all over it.
Here's the quote I like.
What most
gamers actually want are games that run at a consistent frame rate and a sharp resolution with consistent lighting and art direction on hardware that doesn't require us to remortgage our house using technology that doesn't necessitate turning the world into a Mad Max wasteland.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Yep. That's it. That's it.
It's not complicated, and yet basically every studio has failed it.
Yep. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this episode of Big Think Dimension. Again, Bob and I tomorrow will be competing in our Scrandle off to see which of the two of us understands the heart of the people and whether or not they would want to eat a weird pizza or a great hot dog, depending on price differences. Chris, you said on Saturday, right, tomorrow, you're over on Hastian Schwartz stream playing
Portal 2 co-op. And then on Saturday, Star Fox 64.
Decomp. Yeah.
Yeah, Decomp.
And that's fucking
Exciting.
awesome. Hey, Aggro,
I
what do
forgot
you...
that happened, honestly.
Oh, I've been wanting to play it on my side channel, but I've been a little busy. Hey, Aggro, what do you have going on in the next week?
This week, I'm going to wrap up authoring a direct mail pamphlet that is part of a scheme where I think I can get people to buy their own names back from me.
Is that legal?
It's not specifically illegal. There she goes.
A fair response, I guess.
Well, Bob, I think you're doing the outro this week.
That's not good. I don't know where the what the song's doing right now.
Follow your heart.
That's probably long enough. Let's see. Thank you for supporting us. Check out our Patreon at patreon.com/gbpodcasts. It really helps. Oh, there are benefits to doing that too. Like Isolation 119 and I don't know stuff.